Well, holy shit, do your eyes deceive you? It is not Sunday, Gary. It is, as a matter of fact, Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Yeah. But we decided that we're back. So welcome everybody who watches now and in the distant future.
Yeah.
It's Rasa. Hello, how are you?
Hello. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm here. I'm alive.
Yeah.
I turned up. I did my job. I can go now.
Yeah. Right on. Okay, thanks everybody. See you later.
Cheers. That was a good chat. No, good, good. Heating up. In here, but yeah, doing whatever we do, right?
Yeah, it's
Enjoying
true.
the media.
I
Enjoying the
mean,
media.
summer's a little more difficult at times,
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
kids and holidays, and
Yeah.
so winter when everybody's shut in, and especially
Yeah.
here when there's nothing to do outside, you may as well
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about comics all the time.
Yeah, I find that summertime reading is not the same at all. I can't keep up. There's lots
Yeah.
of I watch a lot of YouTube people talk comics, and I thoroughly enjoy that.
Mm.
But I cannot I get really excited. I read a couple of pages and I'm like, okay, I'm gone now. I'm done
Yeah.
because I like we spoke earlier. There's no rush. There's no schedule. It's a bit more, way
That's
more
right.
relaxed reading experience, and it's much more difficult to keep up with releases. Not that they, it's just been a month, right? We haven't chatted maybe, but
Hmm.
it hasn't been like a long period of time to keep up with everything. I just read, like I said, a couple of DC books I wanted to read. One book I just didn't. I don't know if I can go for it. Which we're gonna. It starts with D, so I think you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So that one I started. I can't go through it yet. It's too
Yeah,
wordy
I
for
still,
me.
if it's the same one I'm thinking of, I've still got
Yeah,
issue number 2 here, and I haven't even read it because I
yeah,
opened it up and saw the
yeah.
dialogue and went, meh. Yeah.
So yeah, it's the same. I think we talk about. Anyway, so I've been watching quite shitloads of crap. I
Mhm.
watched Supergirl.
Oh, you
I've been
did. Cool.
Yeah, because it's so bad apparently, so it's available somehow to find it online. I don't know how legal that was, to be honest, but I found it.
Hmm.
And I watched it, and honestly, I don't know what to say. It's
Uh-oh.
okay. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
I like. It's like there's something there was a Supergirl parts I liked. I don't know if you knew. Spoiler alert! But Lobo pairs. So did you? Were you realize
Yeah,
that?
I did. Yeah, yeah, because I was in the trailers as well too. Yeah.
So that you can just shush it away side. It doesn't make any whatsoever sense to me, to be honest.
Hmm.
It's a break from what the storytelling. They did use the story from the Kings. We both read the story. I said to you, I
Yeah.
really like the story. Actually, one of the things I liked actually from Tom King's writing, right? But what they did with the story there is completely they went the same route, but the delivery wasn't as impactful as a comic book. And we have spoken numerous times that the way comic books delivers the story is very difficult to portray that in cinema
Totally.
or everywhere else in the consumable media.
Yeah.
So it's evident on this one for sure. The only good thing is the acting of the Supergirl's chick. I really enjoyed that. She did really good
Mm-hmm.
job. And the actual girl, the girl who's going for revenge. So the way
Revenge.
they
Yeah.
twisted the revenge part, I was like really gimmicky. I was like, oh fuck. So do it the way it was done. It was so much better delivery. They didn't do that.
Yeah.
The way they the her way of why she's going for the revenge is similar, but what happened to the family, what happened there is much more brutal, quicker impact, but literally not the same delivery. It just didn't
Mm.
make any sense. It felt like why? And the guy also. So in the comic book, the bad guy who steals the sword from the girl in the bar. So this the first couple of scenes. They
Hmm.
decided to amp it up and put an alien on it. So instead of the human, looking like in the comic book. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, whatever. It's like I don't care. It's not they
Yeah.
because the punchlines wasn't similar. Nor do I compare. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very difficult. I can compare because I read the material, right? So if I haven't read it, I think maybe that would be more easier for you to watch and understand what the whole story was. There was moments that are really fantastic. I think the most beautiful scenes I've seen is when those two moons crashed, where she crashed and she's dying because of the Kryptonian, not Kryptonian, the green stuff. What is it called again?
Yeah, kryptonite, isn't it?
Kryptonite, yeah. So
Yeah.
it because of those moons. The one is the green moon, and there was there was a sun. So two suns or something like that in the planet where the bad guys were living in, and that's that scene where she's about dying and the girl trying to help. I really enjoy that part because it felt like, okay, this is like tempo, like the right tempo, and it just went on this. And you could. The problem is with this movie, you could nitpick a lot, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh. My husband loved it. He doesn't know the story. So we watched together. And I was like, no, I really like this. This is actually cool. I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know what to say. I didn't
Give him the
was
comic.
I could nitpick a lot. I could nitpick and say like this is and that one. But that's just my opinion and I think it's really difficult when you read the material and then you see it after. I think it kind of spoils both of the things in the same time. So the movie, especially if it's not because they went really what the story was kind of trying to do, but they kind of start slashing it up. Editorials went like absolutely maniacs, and sometimes with that you lose the emotional toll of the story quite quickly, and it doesn't pick up quickly enough for you to basically be in the same level again. So
it's one of the criticisms I heard from I've seen a few people talk about it. Lobo was a big sticking point for people. Like, why was he there? He doesn't literally adds nothing to the story at all. Kind of like what you were saying, right? Like he could have easily not been there, and it would have had zero impact on everything, right? So I think that was a big confusing part for people.
The girl had a scene with Lobo because she was jailed. She was captured, and they had this banter. And then Lobo was like, oh, I don't care about anything. I'm just Lobo, I'm just killing everybody and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then the girl like, well, kind of like, I'm in desperation. Help me. And he's like, shrugs it off to her. So she deals with it and she basically actually helps him to escape. I was like, this is it. This is what you wanted Lobo for? This is the scene, basically. That's the only thing what impacted sort of a story from Lobo. Right. Easy. My husband don't like Jason Momoa as Lobo. He didn't like it at all. He said first the motorcycle was not big enough because he knows Lobo from comic books. The way, so it's not grand enough. It wasn't. It was kind of tiny, to be honest. It wasn't enough of it, kind of in scenes. And then the way Jason Momoa does Jason Momoa is very visible, and that's it.
And, he's one of those actors that plays himself in all the movies, right? So
most of the time, yes. And it doesn't play right sometimes. But I mean, I know he really wanted the scenes and stuff, but he wanted to be the character. Sure, he can portray him really well. I mean, physically, everything suits him. But then acting chops, I don't know if he has enough of that to do character. Right. I'm not saying Lobo is a very complex character, but still, I think it needs to have some sort of depth, especially in cinema, right? Because these days people, like they say, they have superhero fatigue, as they call it. Even though brand new, I haven't seen Spider-Man movie, but everybody's raving about that one. It's making billions apparently in the box office. So they definitely not fatigued. They are fatigued of shitty stories you keep on pumping it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get fatigued by what the heck I watched. It's like, why did I spend money on it? Kind of thing. Yeah, great stories will get people going to cinema. Like it's apparently like Odyssey, which I haven't watched either, and Spider-Man is apparently Spider-Man. I want to see Spider-Man. I always liked Tom Holland as a Spider-Man, not as much as I watched. Well. But I think they're really doing a great job with them, right? So I'm keen to see, but I'm not sure if it's I'm gonna have enough time, because I have a child. To take child to cinema with me, it's not easy. You have to be, especially it's only 8. It's going to be 9. And then he does care about Spider-Man a bit, but I don't think he's caring that much to actually sit in cinema for that long, because cinema
Mhm.
these days is not short experience; it's very
No,
long.
it's a big commitment. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
really.
I'd like to see the Spider-Man as well too. My brother was here in town. He's on his way home now, but he was
Oh,
saying the opposite. He doesn't like the Tom Holland Spider-Mans at all, which
oh,
is
really?
mind-boggling to me. I feel like his portrayal of Peter Parker and Spider-Man is pretty. I mean, my to speak same thing like you were saying. My brother grew up on Spider-Man comics. My brother is a huge Spider-Man fan. He read a shit
Mm,
ton of Spider-Man. So maybe coming from that lens, he doesn't think that it's true to the character, but
yeah.
it feels to me like he's probably one of the better ones, like he's done a really good job other than the animated Spider-Man. These ones with Tom Holland I've really enjoyed them myself.
Yeah, the ones I watched, it's just that kid, like he
Yeah.
actually kind of portrays that kid,
Hmm.
even though he's aged man. Really, he's
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
kid
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
And yes, he has a baby face, and that suits him, right? But
Uh-huh.
even he is waving goodbye. This is the last one he's gonna do.
Hmm.
So there's a new Spider-Man apparently already been selected, according to
Oh,
some
nice.
rumor. Yeah, because
Right.
so imagine they spent 200
Jason
million
Momoa.
pounds. Yeah.
Jason Momoa as Spider-Man and Venom and Carnage.
Yeah, portray them all in one.
Yeah, yeah. What's up, dude?
Yeah, let's do this one for now. Let's chug a Guinness beer like he likes to do. Um, what did I say? You just completely pushed my train of thought with that Jason Momoa
Spider-Man,
gag.
just Tom Holland being good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just think it's good to see of 200,000, 200 million they spend on the movie. They already made 1 billion. It says quite a
Yeah,
lot.
wow, Jesus Christ. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So, and they are the only ones which actually, even Odyssey, which is very popular, but apparently in box
Very
office is still not reaching the same levels as Spider-Man is doing.
popular.
So it's absolutely crazy what's going on with that. So I don't know if Spider-Man seems to be, no matter which way it's a media of Spider-Man, it sells. So comic books always sell, no matter how shitty they are. They complain, but they keep on buying it. And then you have those
Yeah.
fans will never say no to Spider-Man comic, right? And seems to be cinema as well. I mean, it's very enjoyable. Whatever they do, apparently they changed the director in very good time, and I think that
Okay.
director is pushing it towards like really kind of what people like to see from Spider-Man. I heard that. I'm not sure how much is the truth on that sense.
Yeah.
So, you watched
Um,
anything movie
I
wise
did. I
lately?
watched Jake Gyllenhaal in a movie called Nightcrawler.
Oh, I've never watched that one. I always wondered,
Fuck
should
me,
I?
is that ever good, dude? It was great. So Tony Gilroy from Andor and all that kind of stuff and Bourne Legacy and stuff. He's got two
Oh,
brothers that also work in film. One, I think, is named David, who wrote and directed Nightcrawler, and then his other brother is an editor, so he edited Nightcrawler, and then Tony was a producer. So it's like this family affair, and I mean, I've said a million times how much I'm a fan of Tony Gilroy's stuff that I've seen. So I'm
uh-huh.
starting to kind of go through other movies that he's done. I also watched Michael Clayton, which was written and directed by Tony Gilroy. That was pretty
Oh,
great as well too. But I'm telling you, man, this Nightcrawler was such a good movie. Like really, really good, darkly funny. Like there's some really like kind of black humor moments that I really got a kick out of. Um, well worth seeing. Jake Gyllenhaal does an incredible
oh.
job. He did kind of like the actor thing of losing a bunch of weight for
Mhm.
it, and so his face looks really sunken in, and his eyes are really bugging out, and it's an amazing flick, well worth seeing. And then I'm watching this French show called The Bureau, and I'm on
Oh,
season 2, and it's about the French
sure.
Secret Service and these undercover spies. It's mostly
Oh,
conversations and that kind of thing, right? Like it's not tons of action, and it's not bad so far. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if it's
mhm,
blowing me away. There's like 5 seasons of it or something, so I'm
mhm,
on season 2, and that's been pretty entertaining to watch. But that one
mhm.
I got to pay a little more attention to. Like I was watching it this afternoon, and I could feel my eyes getting sleepy. So I was, and I have the subtitles on, and I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff, so
Oh
I had to stop.
yeah,
I'm like, I'm
yeah.
missing the whole
No, what?
story here. I'm going to be so lost if I miss who these characters are and what the hell they're talking about. So you do got to
I
pay attention to it for sure.
Yeah, you cannot switch off, right? You cannot watch it tired. You cannot really like super relaxed because you still have to see. I mean, you get used to it in a
Yep.
while. Especially, I like watching that. Especially like I really like Scandinavian detective shows,
Hmm.
and they are really nicely portrayed with emotional tolls. The different kind of like weather systems, like really cold most of the time, but it's just makes an effect in people's lives and blah blah blah. But you have to fucking read, and you have to read a lot, and you
Yeah.
get into that rhythm because you start recognizing who's speaking because of the voice, blah blah blah. You don't
Yeah.
know, but like you kind of you get into it when you do get into it. But if you don't get into it, it's rough, eh? You just like,
Yeah.
and you try to concentrate, especially if it's, I don't know. It depends, I guess, how it's written and what kind of dialogue they have to be involved into. But when the over conversational conversation is like too much
Hmm.
words and
Hmm.
nothing of a payout kind of thing, it's tough. Then you read like,
Yeah.
oh, it's like get on with it kind of thing. Move the other scene, man. I want to see
Well,
something
and
else.
this one, there's a lot of characters, and they use a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of code names for people. So you've really
Oh
got to pay
shit.
attention to
Oh
who's
oh my.
associated with who's working with this person,
Yeah.
who, you know what I mean? Like, so when it all does come to a head, at least you're not totally lost. Like, holy shit, So it's good. Like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty good writing because I've enjoyed it for the most part. It just
Mm,
hasn't hit that level of like, I feel like it has potential to get even better. So that's kind of why I want to stick with it. Because if it's gone
mhm.
5 seasons, it's obviously well received enough in France that they keep making it. So,
Yeah.
oh, my
So is it
leg.
oh no, what's wrong with your leg?
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good. I'm good. Just got to
Um,
stretch.
is it French or is it Canadian French?
French.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's very different style. Like you
Hmm.
cannot. I realized that by watching something, and I was like, okay, they speak French, but doesn't have the same taste. But I don't
Yeah. Yeah.
speak
Yeah.
French, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I've watched quite a few because I do like French shows also, but it's very sporadic. I used to watch quite a lot when I was growing up, to be honest, because we
Hmm.
do have a lot of translated French shows in Lithuania when you watch. So I know kind of like, you have the ear to it. So I was watching
Yeah.
something, I remember it was a movie thing. I was like, that's not really like the way it sounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I look at the end subtitles, like Canadian, the all the like Canadian French, blah blah blah, all locations
Yeah.
that on like what is that? Not Ontario. It's another one that more
Quebec and Montreal
Quebec.
and
Yeah, yeah, you go Quebec. So it's always Quebec, and you're like, oh, that's where that
yeah. Yeah.
that little bit of, I don't know why. I was like, I'm not a specialist, but you can
Yeah.
actually kind of have it.
Oh yeah.
So
No,
this
you
is
can hear it for sure. Yeah.
and mannerisms as well, a little bit different. It's like more relaxed, like
Mm.
French in some ways. When they have like a bickering between two people, it's kind of intense because they facials like are really like go, and then when you do that in Quebec, it's more emotional.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like kind of interesting. That's just the way I portray it. Nor do I say I speak as any of it. So
Hmm.
yeah. So it's kind of interesting. Anything
Yeah.
else watched?
That I've watched, no, but I went to 204 Comics today, and
Oh, good for you.
he bought 5 copies of Athena's Keep from me to put on the shelves,
Oh
which is
yeah.
great. That comic that Colin and I published there, so that was kind of
Oh,
exciting. I wasn't sure if he would take any. So I brought 5, and he's like, "Yeah,
oh,
sure. How much do you want for him?" I said, "Well, this is how much it cost to print them." He's like, "Yep, sounds good. I'll take 5." I'm like, "As easy as that?" He's like, "Yep, as easy as that." And he put them out on the shelf. So
cool.
for any Winnipeggers that are watching, there's some at 204 Comics that you can pick up. So
Cool. I
yeah, it's super
watched.
it's super cool.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm glad that you can pump out stuff like that, especially
Hmm.
in the shops, and they usually don't, which not special. Are they specializing in zines and stuff?
At
Two
my
for
shop,
comics?
no, they're not. But he's got a little section where it's like local artists. So I
Oh,
told
okay.
him, it's like, listen, we didn't draw or write this comic, but we helped publish it. Like, so this isn't a local creator. He put it in the local section anyway because my name is on it somewhere. Which again, that's great, and he put it right on the top, and so very,
Mhm.
very visible. Yeah, no, it is. It's great news there, Gary. I
Okay.
like to see it out there. That's part of the things I'm going to be working on this week, or probably next
Mhm.
week at this point. Colin sent me a list of kind of contacts for other comic shops in Canada. So I'm going to
Mm.
start reaching out to people to see if I can get copies and shelves at other places as well too.
Cool,
Now
cool.
that I've got some time to focus on other things.
Mm. Is it on
Yeah.
purposely Greek because of the everybody's obsessed about Greece and stuff? Athena?
Um, I
Is it
don't
Greek?
know where it originated from, for him, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's an interview coming up in Canon with him, actually, I think in the next issue.
Oh, really?
So you'll be able to find out more.
Oh.
But it was from an exhibition, so I don't know how long he's had the story. I don't know how long this
Mm.
has been written for, but
Mm.
the exhibition was in 2024. So I imagine he's had this kind of completed for a little bit before that.
Mm.
So we'll see if he talks about it in canon.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
I just the last thing I watched. I'm rewatching Agents of Shield,
Oh, nice.
and then honestly, to my huge surprise, I forgot how goodly well done that show was. How
Yeah, I
well the
remember
script.
enjoying it as well. Yeah.
So Joss Whedon is director, producer,
Uh huh.
whatever, whatever, and his brother as well. I think he has a brother, right? There's another guy with the
I
same
think
surname.
so. Yeah,
Anyway,
possibly.
so and I'm watching it, and I was like, because we watched all those Marvel movies. And then when you rewatch something which you supposedly watched, but you're supposed to be keeping up with the storyline, it
Mhm.
correlates to all the movie events quite significantly. And I was like,
Mhm.
hey? And I pick up all those nitpicks and like, oh, that actually makes it even better show what I was
Mhm.
experiencing. Like introduction to Inhumans, the way they were talking about it, how mysteriously it used to be, and like the idea of getting those Inhumans into Marvel movie universe, which didn't pan out
Mhm.
really well, right? But it was quite interesting and intriguing to see how they were working on that. But story wise, especially so they were having this intense season for Hive, the guy who you have like comic books were exploding in Fantastic Four, of appearance of him, or hives and all that inhuman part of the things, and it's really, really well done. I was like, I just
Mhm.
finished watching that season. I was like, damn, this is really good. I was like, I couldn't even
Mhm.
like stop watching it. It's like, what's wrong with me? I've seen this. It's like brand new almost, because maybe I have a little bit more of the understanding the history because I
Yeah.
watch all the movies and all that. The comic books reading, it pays off sometimes, especially if it's really well done. I was like,
Yeah.
this is really good. It was like this show was keeping up, and they were doing really, I think maybe sometimes better stories than the movies were pumping out afterwards, because they talk about all that, Ultron in the background. They just mention them. It's nothing. They don't really touch on those things, but they were kind of like going around with it. And I was like, shit, that's really good. So I'm really
Mhm.
looking forward now watching it. I'm really enjoying all the dynamics of non-superhero guys fighting with the hero types, like get
Mhm.
that mist where you become, basically, if you have a gene, you become an inhuman. And I think that's how they did with the Kamala Khan, and that's how everything just basically paved the way towards that kind of, and if you watched with it, I think it would be like really enhancing the kind of the storylines. I am really a fan of, even in DC universe, Gotham Central was one of my favorite reads. I still, to this point, the
Best man.
best read I've ever done from DC,
Yes, so good.
because they not like the superheroes aren't there. You
Yeah.
hear them like, like an echo kind of things. Even
Mhm.
Batman, kind of like, you're like, oh shit, the Batman is not gonna, where is
It's
he
in the
sneaking in
background.
around the corner, is gonna appear. It doesn't appear, and it's just so
Mhm.
nice. It just gives you that edge. So I think Agents of Shield, really good. And Coulson, how he became, like, he died, that scene where Loki basically killed him, right? And he's there, and Captain America comes to basically, and Fury is like using Coulson as a push forward, like let's continue fighting. We have a fallen soldier, let's go on, we win kind of thing. It's just like jokingly that. But even Fury appears in the Agents of Shield, which is funny because
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson in that time, you don't see in TV shows, right? Those kind of,
Yeah.
and now superstars are in TV shows everywhere. But what I'm trying to say is just kind of intriguing how a show like this, after watching before, but watching it now, it's really good. It's actually good rewatch. And I was like, oh, I'm really
Yeah.
enjoying
Cool.
it. It's like thoroughly once. So yeah, there's another
Awesome.
one.
Yeah.
Really liking it.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Um,
So we talk
I was
comics?
watching. Yeah, sure. We could talk comics. Yeah. The
But you
fuck?
want
What's
to
the other animated stuff that's going on now from Marvel? I was watching something.
X-Men 97? I haven't watched it yet.
No, not that. There was another one too.
There's another one?
It wasn't like What If or something, or fuck me.
There
I was
was What
watching
If,
some. Yeah,
but
What
long
If,
time
but
ago.
this was something else. Anyway, oh, it's Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies. I was watching some Marvel Zombies stuff as well
Oh,
too,
yeah.
which seemed to be pretty good. I don't know why I didn't continue with it. Did I just watch one episode or something? I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I should continue with that. Speaking of Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's you can get into stuff that you've read. Hit me. What do you got?
So I haven't finished, but this is the longest thing I've read because it's digital. I'm not gonna put the screen on because it doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Because of this browser. So if I'm using a browser to portray the tablet, then my voice will be shit. So But anyway, so I decided that I wanted to read X Factor. Oh my god, there you go.
Right.
Epic Collection, apparently in digital format. So I had X-Men read, but I've never realized, and nor do I know anything much of X Factor. I've read X-Force, which is funny because it's Rick Remender's run, which I absolutely love. But X Factor earlier stuff, which is done by John Byrne, Don Layton, Simonson. Wait, give me the names. Give me the names. I don't remember your names by heart. Roger Stern, John Byrne, Bob Layton, Bob Harris, Louis Simonson, Tom DeFalco, Chris Claremont, and Jack Guys. Anyway, so this is the longest reading I've ever done, probably digital. It's quite intense, but I'm taking my time. So this is introduction. Apparently, this is the first introduction to X Factor in Avengers 263. It's really entertaining read. It basically tells you why and what's going on. So X-Men in this world, in this part of the history, they may not like the mutants. They always, everybody has to hide. This is Avengers, to be honest. So it's not really the story. I'm gonna just flip through it and show you some pages of the actual X-Force. So I didn't know how they band together. So they band together by with Angel. He's the rich guy, right? Come on, tablet work, please. God damn you. Sorry, my tablet. Technical difficulties. Okay, let me corner. Which this is better way. Did you see better?
If you go really close, it'll sort of adjust.
Is it?
Yeah, if you go real close to the camera lens, keep pushing in. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yep.
So this is
good, yeah.
So this is Angel, Worthington guy. He's the rich guy of the X-Men, and he decided that, we need to deal with the mutant situations. The Beast, Jean Grey, Cyclops, and Iceman. So original, basically, X-Men. So they are basically kind of gone together because this is the Jean after Phoenix. So she died, right? Because of the Phoenix taking over her body. She's resurrected in here, but she doesn't have none of his powers. Then Beast used to be in and out of Avengers, but he wants to be with his band of buddies. Cyclops, which is the most intriguing story, which I never liked him at all. This is just the telling of this dude, what happens with Jean Grey and all that stuff. He married while Jean Grey died. He married. He's like, I'll marry somebody else and I have a child. So and the chick he's marries is the bad girl. She becomes one of the bad guys afterwards. Anyway, so he hears of the resurrection of Jean, decides to run after her because it's the first love of his, and he leaves his wife and the baby behind and tells her like, "Oh, I have to do this. I don't have no choice." So she dumps him. He gets like really distraught. He sees Jean Grey finally for the first time. He absolutely gets besmitten, but he's really angry. What is going on with my tablet? I can't work the technology today. It seems to be.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! Don't do that to me. It's black screen. Oh yeah. And anyway, so they basically get to dress up as a normal people and decide that they were gonna be a mutant hunters, pretending in the limelight. But when they meet the mutant they want to save, they're gonna basically reveal themselves to the mutant and take them into the hiding and tell them like, you don't have to hide anymore. You can stay with us. We're gonna teach you how to be. This is the place where they stay. This is the huge building owned by Warmington, the Angel, and that's where they actually doing all the like official in people's face situations and stuff. There's lots of extremely good stories. There's one story which absolutely kind of did not expect to have, where a mutant child had these crazy abilities, and all the governments were trying to take him away from his dad because he's a mutant. And X Factor, not knowing what they're dealing with, went after him, a child, and then we found out that actual child killed his own mother. So that was quite a crazy storyline, which I did not expect to have it in such an intense manner, because usually light-hearted, the stories usually doesn't get involved into such extremes, right? But in this
Yeah, it's
one,
like a soap opera kind of thing.
yeah, it's surprisingly really intense. So I want to show you. I'm looking for that page. I'm sorry, I'm not finding it like quickly. Oh, there's another one story as well where the beast turns into human because one mad scientist decides to kidnap him because he has this crazy looking child. He has a disease and he gets enlarged his brain. So this dad of scientists captures the beast, and he decides that he's going to inject him with a mutagen, and he basically turns him into a human again. Because what he didn't realize, Beast himself, a scientist, he couldn't do it himself, but somehow this dude had an extra, I guess, incentive to deal with the situation as well, so it turned him into a real human, which is kind of fantastic. Also, oh my god, tablet, please work. I hate you. What is wrong with you? Oh, it skipped. Oh my god, it does skip that. Anyway, let me see. Then you have those famous scenes before, like this one is before Apocalypse starts, where that famous cover. So you see the beast. He doesn't have a fur anymore. He's a human, but he's kind of monkey type of a human. So it's really good, honestly. So I haven't yet finished it. I'm in that realm where Apocalypse has turned up, and they keep on fighting the good fight, but they're not doing really well. They secrets are keep coming back at them. Like they can't hold the huge secret, but they're actually mutants. And this is with the last page where I'm reading of the story of these two mutants who's basically stealing stuff and running away. It's really good. This is fantastic. So I'm reading it really slowly. So I've been reading this for the past 3 months probably, and I'm only into page 300. You can take the screen if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I'm in it's 400 pages. I'm in 300 page. But I'm reading it so sporadically because I just read half of a story of this. It's very wordy, right? These comic books in those days. You can't just really quickly breeze through it and go for it. And especially if you don't want to do like really quick reading. But you see, what I realize also when I'm reading digital comics, if I read it slowly, meticulously, like really like page or 2 or 3 at a time, my information gets retained. If I read like quick an issue, it's 1 week later and I won't remember. no matter how good the story is. So it seems to be this one is like there's so many actually good stories written, and I was like, I mean, I know I enjoy X-Men in generally, like stories of that, but they were more mushy kind of. There's
Right.
sporadically there and that, but in this one it's much more intense. They were more driven towards like kind of like being like doing proper kind of like writing, like emotionally grabs you, like that story with the child. Maybe because I'm a mother, my brain waves changed, because that's what happens apparently when you give birth to a child. I care like a lot about that child. I was like distraught reading it, because he's basically, he has this power where he can manipulate, you can make you see your own self. So mutants saw
Okay.
themselves and they had to fight the worst parts of you, so like your bad side of you, right? So Cyclops was fighting himself, and he's like, I can't beat this man. It's like because he doesn't understand who he's fighting, and
Yeah.
he can manipulate time and space, where he basically makes a, let's say, a computer start talking to your hands coming out. So these kids' abilities are intense. But imagine he's 10 or 9 in that age. So imagine the way the kid is thinking. So he's blaming himself for mother's death, which is accidental, which he actually done it. Then everybody, daddy says to him, hush, hush, don't say anybody that you have an abilities, don't show them to them, because something bad is going to happen. And it did happen, because governmental knocked on the door, we're taking your child, and now daddy goes to X Factor to go and ask them, can you help me find my child, because nobody's telling me where he is. When the child gets be kind of like in between X Factor and the government, he has this little frog animal, which is his bad entity part, telling him to kill everybody. Like, you have to kill them. No, you don't have a choice, but you have to murder. And he's like, go for it, like proper, like go at it, like murder now, right now. Don't hesitate.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna be coming after you. And you're like, you're reading is this the comic book from what age? Like, what the heck is going on? So it's really nice to read something of the era, right? So from 1980s, 80s, I think this is, because honestly, it's like more payback kind of thing of understanding how to tell the stories with mutants or whatever, superheroes, and place them into beings as a smaller child and all then. Yeah, I have not read it. I heard people saying that it's quite great. I am a fan of John Byrne, to be honest. I know it's a frown upon, but whatever I've read from his earlier things from John Byrne written, I don't know how he's a human, but as a writer, I accept him quite well. So yeah, I actually been looking about saying that apparently, but I'm not sure if is it sold out now, or because I heard someone saying that's very popular. Because apparently this is a story where John Byrne had so many more stories to tell about towards X-Men, but he wasn't able to do that. Editorial
Right.
didn't let him do it. But somehow now they're able to publish it, which is kind of odd in the same time.
So it's stuff he wrote at the time that just didn't make it to print.
Yeah, apparently I think he was maybe sacked. I don't know exact story, but apparently he had way more stories to tell. And it seems to be that everything is being pumped out already. So why won't you publish already work done? That is kind of weird, especially, and the people saying who got that book, I was listening or watching reviews on YouTube, and everybody doesn't have bad things to say. They're really kind of enjoying it. Oh, lucky you have that library app which has everything. I don't, unfortunately, across the pond, our library apps are absolutely disgraceful as coming to comics. Everything else it's available, but comic media, not so much. It's very much childlike. Even the child offerings they do have, I was like, that is not something I want to show my child to read. It's just way too basic and stuff. Oh, it was very readable. That's cool. Interesting. I might have
it sounds like it. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
I'll just kind of show you. I have one of these finally. These
wow,
digests.
you actually delved into buying that? Oh, cool.
I did. Like, honestly, I bought it months and months ago, and then I put it on a shelf, and I completely forgot about it. And I found it again and have started reading it. I don't know how many pages I'm into it. and it's
How
kind of as I thought. It's cool to see the stories, but the
but
text
the
is so
art.
fucking small for my old eyes. Like
Yeah.
it's there were some pages where it was a legit. I was really struggling to see what the hell, because there was
Uh-huh.
a couple of pages too where the reproduction was a tiny bit blurry.
Oh, there you
And
go.
then
Exactly.
when it's that small, I'll make myself big here.
Yeah, yeah.
When it's that small, man, it was a real struggle. Like it's beautiful seeing the Darwin Cook art and stuff. That's really
Yeah.
great because
Yeah.
I've never read any of this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't think I'll be getting any more of them. This is this is it. And honestly, if I can find a collection that's bigger, I'd probably sell this and get that instead. It's enjoyable. It's like a heist thing. It's cool
Uh-huh.
to see him kind of playing with some stuff. Darwin Cook and Ed Brubaker. It's
Oh.
cool to see him playing with some ideas that he would then use in Parker, right? So like there's some very Parker-esque elements in here for sure. And that's between the both of them too, right?
Wow.
And I guess apparently, their relationship went sour during the
Oh yeah,
time
yeah,
of
I heard
this
that.
creating and stuff like that. But it's cool to read it. Yeah. So, but the one I did read, which is on the video today
Oh, you doing
on our
your
screen,
European
I
albums.
put it on there because it's Western as well too, which I know is
Oh,
both of our favorites. So this is Wild Bill
Wild
is
Bill
Dead
is Dead.
by Herman, the guy that did Jeremiah and a few other books that I have. Um, some of the dialogue was pretty stunted and a little bit forceful, but
Oh.
as usual with his books, it was gorgeous. So it's sort of like this boy who witnesses his family get murdered, and it's the same time that Wild Bill Hickok is killed as well too. So that kind of takes precedence. So it's sort of a you follow this kid throughout his early teens and into early adulthood as he
Uh-huh.
goes and does all these different jobs and just tries to survive in the old west. He's not the smartest guy, he ain't the toughest guy, but he manages to make things happen. And there's just some beautiful scenes here. Where is it where he goes to his usual silhouettes that I love? When he does the silhouettes, he's peeping in some woman's window and he gets busted, and it sort of ends up chasing him out of town.
Mm.
And he finds this guy, this trapper, who ends up kind of spending a couple of years with until he abandons him. But I mean, look how amazing those pages are. And honestly, like up close and reading through this, it's even better in person. Beautiful stuff. So, without saying too much more than that, it just kind of continues from there. Yeah, let's see if I can show you anything here.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't want to show you too much after that, but it's pretty great though. I love finding this stuff. So that's a sweet one. That's that SAF, which I think was Dark Horse was putting out, right? In
Mm.
like whatever it was, early 2000s, 2003. So strip art features.
Mm.
Yeah, from 2003. So beautiful stuff.
This is quite old already, eh? 20 old
Hmm.
years. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Couldn't
and it's
believe
amazing
that.
that just some places got this in abundance, and not much
Mm.
of it saw its way out here. But that was the Toronto one of the scores from Toronto.
Mm. It's not easy. I looked on my web, like online, to see what the prices of those kind of books. They're like not very available on UK. It's more
Oh,
European.
really?
Yeah, it's like Italy, from Italy. I was like, no, no, I don't need to pay 20, like 15 quid just to ship from Italy or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
But
this was like 20,
you probably,
25 bucks getting this one, so but
yeah,
worth
well,
every penny, I think.
yeah, yeah. I guess you could find in shops more than online. Those kind of books usually, if you can get those shops going. But I don't have around, so I don't really go
Yeah,
and search around stuff like that. But I mean, I understand why would you pick it, because the art and the medium
and I
and
mean,
the story as well.
like I was saying in that video there, the fact that I don't have a shop like that around is maybe a good thing because
Yes.
it's amazing. Like just looking in that basement where they had the European stuff, just looking down there, there was a lot of great titles. I'd be fucking broke. Like I'd be absolutely broke with that place in town, you know. So
Well,
too
yeah,
much
that's
good
it.
stuff.
I always say it's good that I don't have comic shop around, because honestly, I would be there every day, and that's
Yeah,
not really healthy. Not healthy at all.
yeah,
Because it's not something you should do it. Even though
yeah.
it's because it loses, in a way, loses a little bit, because when you find it, when you go those shops and you find it, like, oh yeah, this is like a proper reward. I've been traveling, I got something really exciting, now I can go home and enjoy it, right? Whereas
Mhm.
if it's available all the time, yeah. So yeah, lots of, yeah, French version, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, and only lot. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it
Amazon.
would be great to see like collections reprinted, you know, like get some
Yeah.
nice big hardcover and reprint a bunch of his
Hmm.
stuff in English. And I'm assuming it all has to do with rights and things as it normally does. But yeah, it'd
Yeah,
be cool to see more out there.
yeah. So the book I said we both spoke about, it's this that I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have.
that's what I was talking about too.
I'll show you if you can make it. I mean, excuse me. Even for
Mm,
me, it's a bit too much. It's a lot of words.
hmm
Um, and yeah, and it doesn't stop from page. And the thing is, I want to read it. I don't want to read that much.
Yeah.
Kind of like this. There's Batman involved in here, which is another thing. Which is, like maybe you do need it, but there's a Plastic Man, which is kind of intriguing to me. If it's gonna be actual Plastic Man, because what Dead Man is doing, because I remember just by reading to this page here,
hmm
I remember what happened in previous issue, which is actually good for writing the way it is. But I didn't have time for that, so this is the book. There's a book set. I'm getting number 3, to be honest. So I guess I'm gonna go for it. I heard that it's not gonna be only 6 issues though, as well. Apparently.
That it's only going to be 6.
Well, there was saying it's gonna be 6, but apparently DC has some other plans for this.
Oh, like
So
to
I
cap
think
it at 3 and
no,
say you've had your chance.
no, I heard there's gonna be more than 6 issues.
Oh, geez.
So I'm not sure. So I haven't read 2, and I know the third one is in my pull, so I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Because it's Dead Man, and I'm still very curious. But you need to die that, because the book is so wordy, right?
Mhm.
And it's created from the Ice Cream Man, right? So
Yeah.
I surely there's something in there. I got really, like, by the end of that first issue, I wanted to know what's going on further down. I'm not in
hmm
love with the art. I want Dead Man to be more flowy, more
Right.
intense on the pages. That's not what it's giving to us. It's a bit more
Mm.
kind of like, I don't know how to explain that side of this comic yet. It's a bit too intense for
I mean, yeah,
my Dead Man.
it's pretty stiff drawing, right? Like
Exactly.
it's
There's
not kind of
no
what you'd expect.
flowiness.
Yeah.
Yes, there's no flow to it. Not in a bad
Mhm.
way, but there's no flow into it. Anyway, so I'm gonna go talk about other DC books I read. Apparently,
Mhm.
I have quite a few. So,
Yeah, I got number 2, and like I said, I haven't read it, and honestly, I didn't put it
yeah,
on a pull list, so I don't
yeah.
think I'm gonna continue with it. I think 2 issues is all I've got in me for that one. So I'm looking
I'm
forward to seeing how it is by issue 5 or 6.
I'm doing the issue 3, and I'm wondering, because I haven't read 2, so 3 is gonna come. I'm gonna read that one, and it has to do something for me to continue.
Mm,
I'm really sad that I don't. Like, it doesn't feel like I want to, because I was
right.
really looking forward to. Whereas, did you hear the news that the creators of your Alien Manhunter,
Martian
the
Manhunter, yeah.
yeah, both of those creators are doing some other book for DC together.
Oh, cool.
So that's
Yeah, sweet.
exciting.
What did they
And
say?
it's,
What title or no?
I forgot what title it is. Something, is it Demon? Demon, I think.
Oh, that would be
Is it
cool.
Demon? Oh no, somebody else. Somebody's doing Demon. I know. I got like
Hey,
really excited. I really want to read Demon because I'm
yeah,
curious about Demon, and will they continue in the same fashion? But that team is going to do something. I'm not sure if it's something in the obscure characters as well.
awesome. That's awesome.
So both that creative team is coming back. So anyway,
Yeah, that's
okay.
great. I'm glad to hear it. They're the best.
Yeah, so let's talk about. I read Absolute Catwoman.
Dun,
So there's
dun-dun.
this. Yeah, no. There's a Snyder's name in it, plastered on purpose. But this creator, Bengal, the artist of this comic book, is actually I'm familiar with. He's worked with Rick Remender. He did a book with Rick Remender about this motorcyclist or some mechanical chick was doing. I have not
Oh yeah,
finished it.
was it like Tokyo Drift or something like that?
Something that in that.
Tokyo Ghost or something like that, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so he was. I know the artist. It's very weird. First of all, let me point that out. Catwoman, it looks extremely young in here. So they say they have a story between what happened before when she was a child. That's how she looks, right? Then supposedly she's like she looks teenager, right? But now she's now. I don't know if she's supposed to be in her 20s. She still looks very teenage like. So she looks very young. So it's kind of weird in that sense. However, the story. So the story is where Catwoman is getting attacked by this renegades who wears all the like Catwoman suits as well. But then we find out it's in here as well. We found out her backstory. Who is this other group of girls who were involved in his past, and why she's kind of reminiscing about them because they all were wearing Catwoman suit beforehand, and they are girls with issues, also girls who met in the right time, in the right moment, and they band of four girls. One of them is a rich girl who is decides that she needs to do something better, and she doesn't need all the monies because she feels like that richness is not supposed to be how you deal with her everyday life. Then you have a chick who is very good at the computers. You have her person who got her involved in this situation in the first place, and then of course you have your Catwoman. And then she's trying to get those people to find out who's behind the story. And we are kind of going at it with her. It's like a espionage, a little bit more flicky kind of type of a story. I'm not sure if I'm invested, but so far I'm intrigued. I want to like more Catwoman stuff. Like the way I like my Wonder Woman, I kind of would like to be liking Catwoman as much as anything else, but so far it's not clicking with me that much. I'm debating after reading this issue whether I want to continue with it. But I'm probably going to continue until there's those releases coming out, which are more exciting to me to read, because I'm so far not fully invested in the story. It's not really mind-blowing me. I'm kind of confused at the same time, and also not really kind of curious because there's another chick appears and she's kind of surprised who it is. No, of course, it doesn't get you revealed. But yeah, so I'm trying to like this comic book, but not really winning too much. But in the same time, I want to read the third issue, so I'm not sure what's going on in my brain. Can't explain.
Mm-hmm.
Not mind blowing. Snyder is there, but he's not writing. He's writing with somebody else. I think they just tapped the number. Like he's kind of helping the writer, whoever it is. I don't know. Again, I don't know how to find the titles in the new. Oh, there you go. Right, Che Grayson is the another writer. So it's Scott Snyder and Che Grayson apparently writing, and Bengal, of course, is the artist and covers. So I don't know. So far, it's not super intriguing. Not like
Right.
so dissimilar to what other books are trying to do with absolute titles. She still feels like the Catwoman. She's doing her own thing. Maybe she doesn't want to do it, but it still kind of feels like they haven't really reinvented the wheel. Or the way they're selling that reinvention of wheel that well as what Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman doing, to me at least. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Crazy.
go.
Yeah. I mean, that's too bad.
Yeah.
I was just gonna share something here.
Okay, we'll share it. What are you sharing?
So this is they're doing Shadow of the Bat, the Absolute Martian Manhunter creators.
Oh, there you go. Bat. Okay, Bat.
Which is pretty cool, man.
No.
I'm wondering if they're gonna keep it like an actual anthology, sort of like it sort of was when that series Shadow of the Bat and Legends of the Dark Knight were very much like, you know, a couple of issue stories and different creators and writers and stuff. That would be kind of fun. So I'm curious, even though it's a Batman title, I'm kind of curious what that's going to be like.
I want to see what how the art is. Yeah, I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it? Sorry, one sec. I meant to be. What am I not sharing? Oh, add to stage. I didn't add it to stage. Sorry. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
I'm talking and thinking you're looking at it. There you go. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I know there's something they're doing, but not. I mean, I'm definitely gonna check it out because I want to know what the art is gonna do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what Javier Rodriguez, what he's gonna do with the Batman. I mean, now we know how psychedelic he can do Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, totally.
And that screams everything. Like everybody gets excited just looking at the pages. I don't think the story is clicking for lots of people more than the art. What's doing the art for people. But lots of people get really excited to see. There's a guy who I saw doing flip through, and he's really trying is like showing you the page. You know, there's those pages where you flip around, like you were showing some of them, where it's one face on that, and if you the lights come through, you can see something different, right? So there's one guy who's like almost giddy, like a child showing, look, like he's really excited to show you what's the art like. It's so nice to see that kind of things when people feel that much care about the comic book. So it's nice to watch.
Oh,
that's exciting.
You're freezing there.
Okay. Am I now frozen?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, no.
And then I did a search for this as well too. I don't know, maybe it's on my end. I might be freezing. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, really well. Go on.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to proceed to a download. What are you talking about? So this is the Demon one, James Herron for DC Next Level.
Yes.
The one you were talking about. It shows some samples here if it'll load.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty great. Yeah, there we go. Holy fucking ads. Jesus.
Oh my
God.
God.
Grief.
You're getting bombarded by those ads. Oh yeah, that's looking great now.
I mean, that looks pretty awesome. It looks pretty great. Sort of like Mignola-ish, right?
Yeah, it does kind of scream that much. Yeah. That's cool.
I mean, so that's a good one. I didn't hear about this one, so I'll definitely check this one out. Look at that. It looks awesome.
Very nice. James Herron.
Do you know who James Herron is? Do you know what else he's done?
Yeah, Rumble.
Oh, okay.
Image title. I think Damien and myself showed it to you. I think I've done some reading from library.
Right.
So I like his art. So it sold me out already. I mean, I like Demon. No matter what kind of Demon I looked up through, it was very good.
Yeah,
hi guys, cool. Nice to see you streaming. Nice.
Oh, Dan Elson, how you doing? Yeah, there you go. A lunchtime special for you.
Surprise.
Yeah. So then the one I read this week was A Bad Idea. I picked it up.
Excuse me.
Add to stage, wrong button. So there was this was from Bad Idea. It's called Realligator. There was another one before this, and I can't remember what the hell it was called. Some other sort of giant monster one. It was fun. This is the better read out of both of them. This was kind of funny, sort of a takeoff on the movie Reanimator, which I'm a massive fan of. It's all silent. And this is a creator named Robert Vendetti, Brockton McKinney, and Mamix Abrera, I think is how you say it. So big game hunter looking to kill some lions and show off and dream about having a lion's head on his wall. And his kill gets taken by this giant alligator, which of course then, he just wants to destroy so he can have that head on his wall. And it sort of goes from there. So he ends up killing it and cutting its head off. and then I won't show
Oh,
you anything more than that. And if you've seen the movie Reanimator, you know what's going to come next. This
okay.
was super. It was super fun, actually. I really enjoyed this one. For the life of me, I don't know what the hell the other one was called. Yeah, I can't show you any more of those pages. But anyway, um,
Mhm.
bad idea is it seems like they're showing up more so in shops now, which is kind of good. I know for a while this was one of those companies where you had to kind of go
Especially.
straight to them, and their comics weren't in comic shops.
Oh.
All of that stuff with but I think that's all changed now because I'm
Mm.
seeing them a lot more. Jared Osborne used to do some production work for these guys too, but I don't see his name in the credits here. But yeah, Dingo Goliath, that was it. Dan Nelson, there you go. So
Mm.
I guess I don't know if he's doing more one shots. There's no ad for another one in the back of this one. But I'm curious to see if there's going to be more, because it's a kind of a fun idea to have these one-off kind of giant monster, very much like I don't know, an 80s kind of action movie to some degree. So, but this
Mm.
one was better than Dingoliath for sure.
Okay. I
Fun
never
stuff.
see. I don't see bad idea comics because of I don't like if I would probably go to shop I would probably see those, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't. You show it to me, I was like bad idea, and then I of course it's that kind of like thing which you don't really see that much.
I
You see
saw
the
that in
bad.
the shop today, Dan. The banana number one. I saw it, and I didn't even pick it up to flip through it. I thought just the cover looked too silly.
Hmm.
It's Are you saying it's good then? That was a great one. Because
Hmm.
if so, maybe I need to have a look at it. But I did see it on the shelf. I just didn't even flip through it.
How
Actually, didn't know
pricey?
that it was a bad idea title. I thought it
Mm.
was some sort of DC thing or something. I don't know.
How pricey is the bad idea comics?
Um, Jesus, what does that say on the back? It says US 5.99 on the back there. So
Well, typical.
it was good, and it was a split book. Oh, so a banana split book, yeah.
Really?
But
That's
bum,
what that's what they're going for.
yeah,
Banana split.
yeah.
Okay.
Who's yeah? I guess I'll have a look to see who the creator was and stuff. So I
Well,
wonder
you
if it's anybody of
if you
name.
go for the if you have a comic book shop and you can flip through, it's much easier, right? To
Yeah,
spend more money. You can spend more
yeah,
money.
exactly. Yeah, which is why some of the stuff I don't even flip through.
Yeah.
I gotta
Have
stretch my leg.
you
Oh,
have you read issue 5 of the Batwoman?
oh shit! No, I haven't. I didn't even see. Oh, unless I did.
So, do you have
I
it
don't
or
remember.
not?
Start talking about it, and I'll see if I remember it.
Oh, David Lapham. David Lapham is doing a book. What book is doing Dan? Do you know? David Lapham is doing a book apparently coming up.
Oh, nice.
Uh, so in here we in the issue 5 is a reveal that we won crazy. There's two of them. Sorry,
Right.
spoiler alert. So
Yeah,
you
that's
have
okay.
this
Yeah, go
one?
for it.
Do you
I
have
don't
it?
know if I do. I don't know if I do. So that's okay. Keep going.
So this creator Danny, right? The artist we absolutely love because of this book. She's done quite a few things apparently, and I wasn't aware of it until this book came out. Until I
Uh-huh.
actually start reading the comic. She's quite cool anyway. So anyway, I'm still loving the art. The story is still crazy, to be honest. I'm not sure if I'm fully grasping the idea what's going on, but now we know there's two of them. There's definitely not something is like a mistake, or we are not reading something what Greg Rucka is writing.
Right.
And the way we know the difference, so this is the crazy Batwoman cousin. So she has this white part of
Oh,
the
okay. I
cowl.
don't have that issue yet.
Okay, so I spoiled it for you, right?
No, that's okay. That's all right.
And then we have our Batwoman, who is like normal, like no, how do we
Uh-huh.
realizing what she is and what it is. Rasa, a book with Danny I'd recommend called Coffin Blood. Okay, pretty grim and dark fun. Yeah, I'm been looking to see what she's been doing, and her art is just as good as it is this one. So I'm definitely gonna have to coffin bound, not blood. Okay, cool. Coffin bound. Okay, cool. Anyway, so in here is basically the spoiler, like I said, the brick reveal, and there's nothing else I can say to you because that's you need to read and then you tell me how you feel about it.
Mhm.
And there's this notion of Alice in Wonderland, which I kept telling you. I think did I tell you that because it has that idea, and they've
I
been
don't think
reading the
so.
book. They reading the Alice in Wonderland book in here
Okay.
because the twin, both of them had this situation where they thinking that they killed their own twin, but they didn't really kill the. And she's like in being cuckoo house for because she's been blaming herself for that twin's problems and other things, and that twin is crazy. Alice and whatever her name is, I think is her name Alice. So in here it's just that thing. I can't tell you much more. As I say, it's gonna be kind of like stupid if I show you you fully read like reveal. I really enjoy it. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm fully understanding because, like you say, we haven't read the story beforehand, or I've read it, but
Yep.
it was a long time ago. But the way it's portrayed, the way the panels are, the way the story goes forward, it's very mysterious, very dark-esque story where you would expect Batwoman to be, and her sister is keep on putting the fork in between the things because of it seems to be she can't do or be what she wants to be because the twin is around and messing around. But then they are, after you seeing the story, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because I don't
Okay.
know where they're gonna go after. Okay, because she's still crazy. She's a murderous chick. She's been killing everybody. Not our
Mhm.
bad, like so. She's like, how do you deal with that? I don't know how they're going to deal with the storyline, but so far it's intriguing. Still, okay, I'm much more into this story than the Catwoman, for example. So this is
Right.
winning way more points for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Um.
yeah, I'm looking forward to see when you read it because I remember we were both confused who, what, and what
Yeah. Yeah.
because I couldn't like
Yeah.
how
I,
did
I found I found
go
my
on.
issues, and I'm only on issue number 4, so I haven't gotten that newest one yet. So I'll have to
Mm,
check at the comic shop. And I'm
yeah,
looking for because they showed an ad in there too, that Clayface. Because I was going to talk about that because I did pick that up, and I don't
did you?
remember if you and I. Yeah, I don't remember if you and I spoke about it. I'm
No, we
assuming
didn't
we did.
because no, we didn't because I wouldn't have thought you would pick Clayface. This one you're talking about, yes?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah, I grabbed it, and it's surprisingly, I kind of enjoyed it, to be honest.
Oh,
And I don't
all
know
right.
what the fuck I've done with anything. There's shit all over the goddamn place here. I don't spend any time in this room, and this is why, because it's actually starting to stress me out for real, because it's too fucking chaotic. I'm sure it's here somewhere amongst all this bullshit,
Mm,
which I should just sell all of it. Um, but yeah,
mm.
I was surprised at how good it was, honestly.
Oh,
Clayface is from the animated show. It's one of my, I mean, the animated series, all of the villains are portrayed so goddamn well. I love every single one
exactly.
of them. Mr. Freeze is easily number
Yeah.
one, though. But
Yes.
Clayface is a pretty close second for me. I like his story.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was curious about it. The art is pretty decent, and
Yeah.
I figured why not just give it a try. But if I had it here, I'd show you some stuff, but I don't know where the hell I put it. But yeah, it's
Mm.
pretty good though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and
I'm
Batwoman, I'm super curious. I'll be picking that up for sure because it's been awesome so far.
I like it. I think it's just overall it has everything, but the question part, the question appears and she gets like
Uh-huh.
kind of mutilated by the twin, but she's okay apparently because she's
Yep.
just sitting on the Batwoman's motorcycle, so she's okay, and she's been kind of on the like she's pumped up angry. So there
Okay.
is a confrontation with this ginormous Greek statue looking man, and they're
Hmm.
about to fight, and the only thing you see, of course, because it's such a the way they deal with the art in this one, I really like it, that you flip the page and the guy is on the floor bleeding.
Yeah.
Like shit, you missed all the action
Awesome.
scenes. Why do you do
Yeah,
that? But she's like
that's
so
awesome.
minimalistically, stylistically done, right? So
Yeah.
it's when I really like when the comic book, especially in the panels, rewards you without showing you so much mess around
Hmm.
what actually gonna happen. So and you see that scene is like beautifully done. It's like the big confrontation. The guy is way too big for her, right? The question is kind of minuscule chick, and there's this tower of a man, and just the only thing you see is the guy's on the floor bleeding. I was like, oh
Pretty
shit,
great.
what did you
I
do?
love it.
But it's
Yeah.
nice. I like that kind of thing. It doesn't have to show you. It's the point, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one guy is overdoing. So one of the best parts of the comic books is that, because not everything has to be translated for you.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Go on, your turn.
What do I talk about? How about we talk about some? Oh no, let's talk about this one actually. I didn't get a chance. I was hoping to go back to Beguiling before I left, because there was some books there where I only picked up one issue, like the first issue, and they had next issues. This is one that I would like to read some more of. This is Emily's Inheritance. There's that many books right now. I think 5 books from Cinebook. The Hatcliffe Estate is what this one's called. This is a super cool book, actually. I really enjoyed this one. We sort of get this preamble here. These 2 guys walking through, I don't know if it's like the actual moors, like the Scottish moors, but they discover this building. They go in, and we sort of get like a teaser at, this is some otherworldly, this is some sort of like, I don't know if it's a gateway or whatever it is, some sort of other world that they get transported through, and we only get a little taste of it, and then we're set up sort of in the present. You get the sense that this was, generations past. The main story takes place in 1923, and our main character is like a dancer, and she gets found. A lawyer finds her and says that, hey, we've been looking for you forever. I think it's her great grandfather possibly has left her his estate in the will, and this story kind of ends with her going to see it in person. She decides to kind of, change her life and go. I don't want to tell you too much more because there's a little more to it. There's some mysterious elements in it, so it's a pretty nice mix of like, I don't know, man. It sort of feels like the Brubaker Friday or like Nancy Drew or those kind of like teen kind of mysteries, but then it has this sort of not really dark, but that kind of mystery aspect to it where there's some sort of other dimension. It sort of has like, I don't know, it almost feels like an espionage kind of thing because there's people spying on her, but are all these people human? Do they really exist? It's lots of questions by the end of it. Yeah, I was sold. It's 48 pages for book number 1. Very much sold. And I think they had the first 3 books there. So I'm kind of bummed I didn't get a chance to go back because I would have grabbed those other 2 because now it's going to be forever. It's going to take me forever to kind of get my hands on the other ones. But there's the covers there. So really, really cool, man. Again, I think that's the other thing about if a place like that was close to me, just an opportunity to try out stuff like this. In person, at least flip through it in the store and see if you want to give it a try. I mean, seeing stuff online, some of these places will give you sample pages, but there's nothing like kind of just holding it and having a look for yourself. Because on first glimpse, like the art doesn't blow me away, but it's pretty good though. Like once you kind of get into it, it has this almost 80s cartoon kind of look to it, right? So I guess that's kind of what makes it feel like it's sort of like a teen Nancy Drew type of story, right? But yeah, pretty great.
I like Nancy Drew. How much smackaroos do you have to pay for one? How much they charge you?
These ones were cover price, and the cover price was $12.95 US, which is pretty good for 48 pages and a little bit of a bigger and glossy and their usual kind of Cinebook album format.
Cool. I like the look of it. So you enjoy those kind of. You are a fan of like album things, right? European album.
I've got a lot. Yeah, the Thorgal stuff. I've got the Thorgal stuff.
Yeah.
Which I love, but some of that is that those books are a little bit smaller in size than this one. This is a little bit bigger, a little bit oversized.
Cool. Right. Oh, by the way, I haven't read the Turtles, but do you know that Turtles will have a new creative team?
Oh, I didn't know that. So starting in issue 21.
23, I think, starting issue
Okay.
23. I think something in
Mhm.
20s anyway. So I was surprised, but yeah, they announced that they're gonna have new creative team going for.
Cool. So they're going to continue with the numbering. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it.
numbers are continue apparently.
Fucking A,
Yeah,
man. I'll gladly stick around then if that's the case.
yeah. So I'm glad, and I
Mhm.
saw your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Journeys are coming out with the collected edition. So
Yeah.
I might go in that route because if it's
So
coming out
worth it.
already, yeah.
It's
So
so
I'll have
worth it. Even though I missed an issue, I read the issue that I picked up today. Love the book. Always like I don't have anything bad to say about it at all. It's really really great. Like really really worth it to pick that up if you grab that collected one.
yeah. Just to show you, I am continue with this.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
volume
Volume 2.
2. Yeah, there's volume 3 out already, but I have it's not even it's still shrink wrap because I haven't finished the volume 1 yet, but I am gonna I read it and there is a story in volume 1 of this. Sorry, so you can put it. I'm not gonna show any pages because I don't have
Okay.
the volume 1. But I read continue reading this very slowly as well, but it's in my own pace. But the boy, geez, there's a story where he killed somebody
Mm.
and he doesn't speak yet, and you're like,
Yeah.
well, he kind of speaks, but like you don't see. It's like the whole thing lone wolf type of a thing, and he's like the baby basically was trying to protect the slave girl sort of thing, and he murdered somebody, and he got basically captured, and his daddy wasn't around. I was like, what the heck is going on in this story? Like, why would you leave the baby? It's like he's like what, 1, 2, 3, I don't know how old he is, but looks very little, right? So I'm taking my time, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's really dark. It's kind of
Yeah.
miserable in some ways, so I don't want to consume too much miserable, but I'm continuing with that because of
Awesome.
it's the way it looks and the way the price is. I can't say no to it yet. Because there's a lot of volumes coming out. I'm not sure if I have that real estate space for it.
Right.
But
Well, especially when you're also picking up like Kamui as well too, right? So
exactly. So
yeah.
yeah, so I'm a bit anyway. But another thing I haven't read yet, but I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it. Yes. That's the Mobius Library, the new book, right?
Yes.
Yeah, killer. I haven't seen it in person yet, but I knew it was coming out. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So I got it. I haven't read it yet.
Cool.
But I couldn't resist. But I'm gonna show you some more pages so you can. It's all black and white, by the way.
Awesome. I love it.
So the Dark Horse.
So do you know the story behind this stuff? Was it published as something else? Is this unpublished stuff? Like do you know the story?
It explains in here. So
pause your screen and read is what she's saying.
Yes, basically. It says the first appearance of Major Grubert is a lost and a dark night of time. The problem is it is clear at what point of a night this event is going to be. Anyway, it explains in here quite not, but this is what you want to look at. It's really, I love the space you have. I really like the way it's published. Dark Horse again. Love it. The size is ginormous in comparison to whatever, but I really like it. So
awesome.
I saw somebody showing it on YouTube, and I panicked because I thought maybe it's been out and about for a long time.
Yeah.
But it hasn't. So you can get it. It's very busy. Honestly, for Mobius, it's very busy.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah. This is what you usually used to, right? It's a thin book, but it's beautifully. The size is fantastic. It's one of the best things they could do. Honestly, if I could just get that kind of stuff, I'm okay.
Yeah.
How beautiful! How beautiful is that panel?
It's
No?
crazy, man. And then there's so many, because even that panel like reminds me of like an Ian Bertram. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
there's
Yeah.
she's had so much influence across so many different artists.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Did you
Yeah.
see? Speaking of Dan Elson, did you see Dan Elson's video where he got
What?
given or gifted or traded
Well,
an Ian Bertram art book that you can
mm,
still get? Oh man, you got to go back and check out Dan's videos.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm surprised that when I saw that announced, I just assumed
yeah,
that Dark Horse had given up on doing this Mobius library stuff because it seemed like they were doing them pretty regularly, and there's
yeah,
been
yeah.
nothing for a good year plus or something. Like,
Well, the thing is, I saw this. Oh, this is a very good panel. Now I really like this couple of pages, but this is really fantastic. I saw somebody doing this video, and as I say, I panicked. I was like, "What the heck is going on here?" Because I've not seen this. And then I looked up it. It's out. This is one of my favorite things. So the guy watching art, right? So look
yeah,
at his
yeah,
face and his expression
yeah.
in here, and then the art basically popping it out, and he's just sitting there. It's so good, man.
Hmm.
I mean, come on, how trippy that stuff is. There's like a bit freaky with those kind of bunny looking things.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, I can show you page by page if you want, but it's a spoiler, so you guys have to enjoy it themselves.
Yeah,
And there's a note at the back, quite a lot of it actually. And there's extras of pages and explanation. Oh, each page is explained as well. I'll show you.
cool.
Where is it? Oh, there you go. It starts like that, and there's
Uh-huh.
page by page title, page 3, and it goes on and on. So it's the extra
Wow.
material for you to delve into. Anyway, so
Man,
yeah,
I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open for it.
so you guys have to get it.
Yeah,
I'm glad
that's
I
fucking
showed.
awesome. That's
I
awesome.
thought I wanted to message you, but I was like, we haven't, like I don't want to make you, like. But I thought I'll show it to you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So the Ian Bertram book is Acheron. Sketchbook is
Acheron.
insane and something I'd never be able to afford. But a guy who watches my stuff traded me an extra copy. That's right.
Uh-huh.
It's not Thursday. It's Sunday, Paulo. Didn't you know it's actually Sunday?
Yeah. I don't think
hello.
you need to check your phone's calendar. I think you have
You
a
should have a look there.
virus.
Yeah,
Virus.
make sure that you're okay.
So
Do you
yeah,
feel
this
dizzy?
it's definitely worth your smackaroos.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful book to have in your library.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, all of them have been really good. I mean, I haven't gotten every single one, but it just, like you're saying, it feels like with the Corbin stuff and with the Mobius stuff, it really feels like if you don't buy it, it's going to be gone and it's going to be gone forever, and it's going to be impossible to get. And, so.
I didn't know that Diana Schultz is actually the one who's translating it. It says at the back of it, she's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So who continues translation notes? She has translation notes. Anyway, I really like the way it represented itself. By the way, it sold me straight away. I couldn't resist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. The gravity. Yeah, we all say that.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I mean, there is no such thing as gravity because we live in a concave Earth. If you didn't know, so yeah. So there's no gravity. Yeah.
I thought
everything
exist. I thought there's everything flat. No.
No, concave. It's concave. It's like we live on the inside of the Earth.
Man, we wouldn't exist if that gravity would pull us down that concave way.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I continue? Okay, I'll continue.
Yeah, sure. Continue. Yeah, carry on.
So this is a surprise Batman book, which I think from the beginning page to the end page, I really enjoyed. It's a original origin story of Harley Quinn, which is this little chick.
Mm-hmm.
Batshit crazy, not as crazy as a mama. Spoiler alert. It's a what is it? Okay, I don't know how is it whether the guy's name is absolutely bonkers. How do you say that? Del Eder. Anyway, the artist of this I can't pronounce. Doing so it's not the Herman guy. It's not Sherman. Not Sherman. What is his name? The main artist.
Not Herman or Sherman. Neither of those.
Yeah, I don't know.
Vermin.
No. Anyway, Look at the art. I really like this. It's like I don't know how you put that on a Batman book, but this is fantastic that they're actually not afraid to do so. So this is
Mm,
the, as I say, origin story of the Harley Quinn, of the absolute Batman universe, mind you. And she is, her mom is the ginger lady who is doing an experiment. So is instead of her from the get go being a scientist and all that stuff, it's her mama in the absolute universe who is going to do some experiments. There's a dark secrets apparently. So when you read this, you don't realize there's nice, almost house on the prairie vibe
mm,
to it. But what's underneath is very curioso. Anyway, it's
mm,
revealed after. But this is the story. I honestly, from the one page to end, I really enjoyed it. It's so cohesive. Is she's making him crazy. She's talking while they're having this intense fight. While they're hiding, Batman has to tell her to shush, and she
mm,
keeps talking because she doesn't care what he says. It's
mm,
fantastic. And then while they're doing this action scenes, we will get revealed of her mum's background and her background, where she doesn't know who is her daddy. Apparently, she finds out because she takes DNA. She doesn't care to ask her mama. She finds out who DNA man and who is her daddy. That is crazy.
Who is your
Oof.
daddy and what does he do?
He makes you crazy.
uh,
He's the straw man, so he's a scarecrow. He's a scarecrow. Spoiler alert! Oh, I forgot to say that. But this is the huge fight happening between Robbins and Batman, and while she's supposedly helping with getting her background story. Honestly, cohesively, this one of good issues to read of Batman. It's really well portrayed, and I really like it. So she finds out this crazy house underneath, and the house underneath is Arkham, and that's her mama. As Harley Quinn's mom doing her
yeah.
job, and she's like, "Oh, darling, what are you doing here?" She's like, "Excuse me, look at yourself."
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a reveal, which is a spoiler alert. But yeah, her daddy is none other than this guy, whatever it is. Ba ba ba. Yeah. So she gets really
Mm-hmm.
like shocked, and he's calling her, and he has this conversation where he's calling her mama pudding. So not like Harley Quinn saying to Joker,
yeah.
her daddy saying to her mother, pudding. So that is
Wild.
mild, crazy, whack whack. But yeah, I really like it. I so far it's like issue to issue. Sometimes it really doesn't click. This one clicked for me really well, so I really
Mm-hmm.
like it. But now all the craze is. Did you hear that they making animated series of Absolute Batman?
Yeah, I did hear something about that. Yeah. I saw it
So
on Twitter or some shit. Yeah.
and now the issue number one is absolutely going skyrockets like
Skyrocketing.
move like woo, rocket ship.
Crazy.
I said, I said to I said to my husband, "Oh look, the Absolute Batman is coming out with." Nor does he know what the Absolute Batman is, but I still mentioned it. It's like, "Oh, animated series of Absolute Batman coming out," and he's like, "Do you have number one on that book?" It's like,
Yeah.
"Yes, I do." That's the only thing
Sell
he
that
cares.
shit.
I said, "No." Well, the thing is, I have to slap a roo before I sell, and I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, get more money for it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because it's like apparently people are absolutely shit about it. It's absolutely mental. I honestly, I've heard like crazy shit what people decide
I
to
believe it.
spend.
Well, and
And
that's the thing for a book like that. If you don't do it now,
yeah,
it'll be worth nothing in a couple of months. Like once the show comes out, it'll be worth absolutely fucking zero. So
yeah,
it's one of those where like ETA Nick, back in the ETA Nick era, for those of you that remember him, that's what he would say. Like you gotta hit, you gotta strike while the iron's hot, otherwise you're gonna miss
yeah,
out. Yeah, I have a couple of books. I've actually been thinking about getting a couple of books slabbed again, just to
yeah,
kind of make sure that I preserve them and for the future. Like that Ninja Turtles #2 first pressing, I'd like to get that slab just because I feel like that's something that's just going to grow in value, and I should sort of seal it now while I can, right? So
yeah. I mean that book, yeah, probably. It's a pity though. It's nice probably
it
to.
is a pity, for sure it is, but Gonna have
First
to sell
print.
this shit eventually, right? Can't hold
For
on
sure.
to it forever.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Apparently, people are arguing that this is such a revolutionary Batman that this book supposedly never gonna go down. It hasn't actually, to be honest.
Mm,
In
mm-hmm,
the 22 issues now in existence, so what, it's a couple of years old, right?
mm-hmm.
So the Batman of New 52, which had almost a similar hype, not as crazy as this one, but similar hype. That one in 2 years back down, gone down a little bit, but it was kept going in the same kind of fashion. This one is just keep on, and I don't
Skyrocketing.
know. I mean, I know, I understand it's exciting, and I'm glad people are excited about it. But I don't get excited by those douchebags who slab every single thing.
Yeah.
Like some guy slabbed uh 10th printing because it's special cover. It's like,
Mm-hmm,
wow. It's like,
mm-hmm.
really, if somebody buys that, that's just stupid. I understand the first printing one, right? But then the
Yeah.
10th printing special edition cover, I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, funny to think I passed. Oh yeah, simply because I thought it would.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Yeah, I remember when all the hype was happening and seeing it, and just I didn't even honestly I didn't even pick it up and flip through it. I don't think it just completely was something I was absolutely not interested in,
yeah,
so it sort of just
I thought
completely passed me by.
because I never do that to Bat. I always been that person who's like, don't worry about Batman #1. I don't care. It's too much Batman, right? But this time
Yeah.
I decided, nah, let me try this Batman. So
Yeah.
it's like, fuck it, I don't get it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, because they were cursing that book at the beginning because of that logo. Then everybody was
Hmm.
saying, what the is that? And now everybody's thinking it's the best thing ever. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
I like the Robin part, that way twisting it everything around. I like that they basically pushed everything flip, right? So he's not rich anymore. All the bad guys is his buddies, even though they still continue being bad. And
Hmm.
Robins, who's supposed to be your allies, they coming after him. Like
Hmm.
literally, that's the whole two issues containing for them going after Batman, and they bickering like teenagers between each other with
Hmm.
mech suits. It's kind of hilarious to be honest. It almost reminds me
Hmm.
of '90s of those shows of, with wearing the robotic costumes, and they just keep on bickering between each other like
Yeah.
children.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of a similar phase on that. Anyway, do you have anything else? I have two more to talk
I
about.
do. I have a couple more things. Since Paulo's here, why don't we talk some smut?
Smart.
So two of
Oh
the Cha Cha
no.
Comics books that I got while I
Cha-cha.
was in Toronto. Wake the kids up, get them around the screen. Let's look at some boobies. I took your advice on Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute
Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter. Enjoyed them both, so thanks for that. Amazing, killer.
Yes.
So this one is Cicciolina, who I guess I didn't know too much about. An Italian kind of celebrity actress turned into politician, and sort of had this, free love kind of aesthetic. In this one, I don't know. I'm assuming that everything that happens in here is kind of, quote unquote, true to life as far as like the big picture
Oof.
things. She
Good
had a
heart.
radio show, and she was very open about talking about sex. So this kind of takes, Europe's best adult film of the 1980s. It sort of takes that premise and sort of expands on it, sort of puts her in this dystopian kind of future where the government has these machines where you can, where it'll, brace yourselves, brace yourselves,
What?
where
What?
it'll stop talk about everything.
Oh
There you go.
no.
So
I was
there's
like thinking,
some
where is that
beautiful,
coming?
pronounced Cicciolina. Okay,
Uh-huh.
Cicciolina. Um,
Cicciolina.
Great man, but sort of has Parker. What's his name? The guy that does Parker Girls and stuff. Terry Moore. It sort of has a Terry Moore vibe to
Is
some
it?
of the art. Like there's something about I don't know, just the look and the line work that has that sort of Terry Moore feel. So it was a pretty
Oof.
fun book. It's got naked ladies in it, so you can't go wrong. So that was pretty great. And then I read this Sam Marlowe by Pourbet. It looks like this is the second book that Cha Cha Comics published. Slowly getting my hands on all this stuff. This one was interesting. I don't know if I loved it. It had some really cool moments. It has sort of like it's really fucking dirty too. It has some sort of like Ran Xerox type of painting to it. I mean, whatever. We're all adults here. I'll just show you some pages and we'll just all get used to it. But it's got a pretty great kind of style to it. I don't know if the story, there's been a few of these books where the stories have actually, like for real, been pretty damn good on top of seeing some smutty images. But this one was kind of, it sort of took the Sam Spade kind of detective thing and went like sci-fi with it, where it sort of had like a Matrix thing where he sort of taps out of the reality and ends up, he's this Martian on another planet. So by the end of it, you're not sure what's real. They're having these rituals in the woods where they're calling on demons and stuff to come and kind of impregnate people. And it's pretty bonkers. Like there's some pretty bonkers moments in it. It just, all those pieces individually sound intriguing, but when it's put together, there's not much there. Like, you know, you get the usual, there's the monster howling at the moon. So, it wasn't bad. When they started, I wish they would have spent some more time on this. He's putting on this helmet to sort of tap out of the Matrix and get back to what's supposedly his reality. But when he's getting the helmet on, he's being told that this is going to take him out of reality and everything that she's going to be communicating with them, et cetera, et cetera. So it really starts to blur the line. And there's moments where it almost feels a little like, starts looking a little Corbin-esque. When they are now in this other reality, he sort of kind of looks like Richard Corbin type of characters. So it was fun. There's been better stuff from Cha Cha Comics, but I don't know, man. The completist in me is glad to have two more under my belt to the shelf of shame.
The first one art was fantastic, by the way. The first one I liked. A bit too clean, like too polished art. Yeah. The second one, I don't like that aesthetic of that coloring. It looks like very doll-like figures. It has that shadow problems. It's too bright in some areas. So it's like spitting at you, kind of like with that image.
Totally. But then there's stuff like this.
The rest, there you go.
That doesn't look too bad. You know what I mean? Like it does sort of work at times. But yeah, I don't disagree with you. I completely, I hear you.
So it's almost like somebody using Barbie dolls, right? In looking for the shadows, and they copying that on the page. And I know I don't know if it's actual. It's not digital because it sometimes has that digital in the early days had that effect on art.
I mean, I'm assuming that it's not digital. It doesn't really say either way, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
It just gives credit.
Yeah, when was it released? Does it say what release date?
This is from 2001 is when this one, and then there's a note actually which I didn't notice before that says all models are over 23 years of age. Dealers are instructed not to sell this book to minors. So I guess that this was something where I'm assuming then that means that he had models. This artist had models.
Yeah.
The original Spanish series from where those Cha Cha comic books came from ran 127 issues. Oh wow,
that's a lot.
Crazy.
Of oh wow. Filth.
A hell of a lot.
Filth sells. Yeah.
That's right. It sure does, man. Yeah, absolutely, it does. Yep.
But the first one, the first one looked really cool and art-wise, but it's like really polished. It's too many clean lines. It's like it's like somebody has OCD when it comes to that kind of thing. There's no line, they go absolute maniac. That would be. It just feels like that. So, like I think with Stranger Things guy Terry Moore. His art, it doesn't look as perfect, right? He does look very aesthetically pleasing, but it's not as perfect. That looks like somebody kind of went completely crazy on those lines because it looked so perfectly done on all of them.
For sure, yeah. I mean, his stuff has more life for it, for sure.
Yeah.
this is still very stiff, but it has that kind of aesthetic. It has that kind of look, but it also at times looks like it's faces that are maybe traced from photos or something, because there's a couple of faces of her here that look like it's taken from a photograph, right? So yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Good old Cha-Cha Comics.
Yeah. Another artist which I am finally kind of thinking you should give it more work on. Maybe he's done many things. So it's Dylan Snook doing helping with Absolute Wonder Woman. So Absolute Batman is Nick Dragotta as the main artist, and I am actually, because Absolute Wonder Woman has Hayden Sherman is the name of the main artist. So I'm completely gone bonkers when it comes to Absolute titles. But Absolute Wonder Woman is still consistently my favorite title of Absolute Universe for sure. This one is she's going on another god because she's pissed. She got backed into the hell, and she's not pleased with that because there's a situation happening on Earth. But her mum, Sushi, an underworld, she's been captured by another god once again. And Miss Wonder Woman in here, she's going all berserk, and it's not a pun, it's because I'll show you why I'm talking all berserk. It's almost manga-esque, and that's why people a lot of talk about Absolute Universe as tapping into that realm. She goes mental and decides to enhance her sword to become this ginormous one berserk look like. So there you go. That's
crazy.
So she's using that to defeat it. But on the background, we have Barbara, her mate, she's been captured by the bad guys. And that's why Wonder Woman is pissed, because she's in trouble. And she's talking to the corpse while she's being captured in Area 41X. So Barbara, she's not in Absolute Universe. She's not Cheetah yet. In the whole Wonder Woman lore, Barbara is Cheetah, but in here she's being captured, and they capture her on purpose because this corpse are talking to her, and it's like, I don't know what the heck is going on with me, and the corpse is trying to convince her to take over her body to become Cheetah and give her the godlike features. This Snook art is winning my eyes, definitely. At the beginning of the first issue when he was doing, wasn't really used to it because Hayden Sherman's doing really great on Absolute Universe, a Wonder Woman title, and everybody kind of like wants to, if you want artists, you want to continue that series, right? But when somebody takes over and people can do these, I am saying they have plenty of good chops of doing the art, and I'm actually really enjoying it. And I think I wouldn't be even upset if they would be this guy would be taking over Absolute Universe Wonder Woman title, because I think he can definitely do it. He doesn't have the same, of course, as nobody's competing for that, but this is the god who's trying to basically avenge and take over, because she's a little brat in this god's opinion, and he wants to capture her Cersei in order for Wonder Woman to appear to be angry, and they're having this major fight going on. But there's other gods at play, and no matter what they try to do, Wonder Woman has somebody behind the back. In a way, like 50-50. Are they protecting her? Are they fed up with her? But they have other, like godlike situations happening in their head. But they protect her, and that's what happens while the fight happens, and they're saying, enough, I had enough. And what's her name? I keep on forgetting God's names. It's not Skylar. Skylar is the god who's attacking her now. Hesate. Do I pronounce it correctly? But is the god who is that multiple hands? She's the one protecting Wonder Woman and whatever. She actually gave her the horrible power that Wonder Woman holds in Absolute Universe, where nobody can, whoever Wonder Woman approaches, they fall in love, and they don't have a choice but fall in love with her. So that's her curse, or good thing for Wonder Woman. But anyway, So it's really cool. I really like it. It's every single thing I get to read. I It's really well written. This Wonder Woman is badass, and it's kind of a pity when you're enjoying the series, when you read a book, you want more, right? And this is what it always gives you. Every single issue comes out. I read it, I thoroughly enjoy it. I was like, oh, I need to wait another month now to read another issue of these. But Kelly
Mhm.
Thompson is kicking butt, man.
That's
This
cool.
is
That's super cool.
I really, really like it. I
Yeah.
wish you could read the first volume and have a sense of Wonder Woman, because I think it will be interesting for you to see her opinion. Another good thing about this one is she has already tools, right? So she has 2 lassos. She has magic hand because it's been chopped off because by God chopped it off, and now she has a magic hand to make her not handicapped. And then she also uses magic to her advantages. And by the end of this issue, she's asking her mom for more. Give me more tools. It's not
Hmm.
enough for me. I need more. So
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know what the heck is going to come out after that, but it's so interesting because the way they have her and Cersei's relationship is much more intense, and kind of they really rely on him than um, the way it's normal lore of Wonder Woman with all the mascara and her mum there. They don't have the same kind of like need or bond. Kind of, it doesn't really, or whatever I've read, I've never experienced that kind of intensity as what this book is portraying with Cersei and Wonder Woman.
Right.
So I really enjoy that kind of situation going on as well. Gives you, yeah.
Yeah. Super cool.
Oh, awesome. Very
Um,
different and well. Oh, nice. Yeah,
you're
it's
saying you read the
different.
first 2 trades of Absolute Wonder Woman on your recommendation. Also very different but well drawn. Yeah.
Yeah. Hayden Sherman is kind of like he's got also like people are noticing more now. He's like everywhere. Apparently, everybody wants him to be doing something work wise because of this absolute title. So it's another
Hmm.
good thing for artists. But the way the artists they're getting for those like between issues, I really like who comes to draw it. It seems to be so far. I always say, yeah, because it's like, different kind of style of the way she's drawn as well. But so far, every one artist after that I'm reading is like, oh yeah, it's actually really good artist. So I'm glad.
Hmm.
Not like so stalking when some other books, you read and the artist is completely different. Kind of doesn't have the same
Yeah.
kind of feel to it. They don't shy away from showing what they can do, but they're still using the same principle. How does it look like? It doesn't feel as jarring of a change. So it does help
Right.
as well, especially for ongoing title, in my opinion, at least.
Hmm. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll see if I can get my hands on it. Give it a
your
shot.
library must have it. It might,
Yeah, for sure.
it's so,
I
so
haven't been to the
popular. You should
library in
have.
a long fucking time.
Oh no, you should. You should
I
go.
finished reading this one.
What you?
I don't know if I have another one to talk about. I thought I did, but
Okay,
if
so
you, oh yeah, no, I do. I do got one more.
wait. Before you say about that one,
Yep,
Did you read this one?
I did. Yes, I don't know where I've got it, but yes, I did read it. It's here. It's here amongst the chaos somewhere. But yeah,
Okay,
I did read it.
you go show
Did you
that book.
like it?
Yeah,
Sure.
but
Yeah. Okay.
you show that book now, and then afterwards
Okay, it's
we
right
can
here.
speak.
I
Oh,
found
you
it.
did. Oh, okay, cool.
So this one, another one that I would have grabbed another issue of. This is Orbital. This
Oh,
one took me a bit to get through. I found the reading a little complicated. I don't know if it was I was reading it while I was in Toronto, so I don't know if that was the fact of how it
mm,
was written or just my my mindset for kind of getting into reading a comic.
mm,
Um, I did really like it, and one of the things I loved, the art grew on me a lot as it went on. It's not going to show up on camera very well, but there's sort of like I don't know, it's sort of like a chalkiness to it. There's a very, I don't know, there's a real texture to this art with
mm,
the coloring and things that I really, really dug. I don't really know where we are in this. It starts off with, I think, one of our main characters and his sister witnessing some talks that their parents are in. Um, we get a scene of, they say it's raining, but it sure looks like it's snowing to me. So not the best depiction of rain I've ever seen in a comic. And then it jumps ahead to him, our main human character, joining this alien kind of task force. I think that their mission is to be ambassadors for the species that they represent on kind of like a more galactic scale. And I think that he's right now gone down to a planet with his partner, who's this alien species who there's a good shot of them, because it's not a him or a her. That's not the greatest shot there, but that's kind of what this alien looks like. So it's just a black face and glowing red eyes and a mouth. Doesn't really communicate too much. So now he's there with his partner, that species has been responsible for a death on the planet. And he's there trying to make amends. They kind of give this history, that this couple of pages here explain some of that backstory. And I found these pages incredibly difficult to read, to be honest. I wasn't crazy about the layout. Looking back on it, like, they're nice images and stuff, but I didn't really get much from it. So that's the very rough kind of idea of this one. And they're kind of in these talks, and they're being monitored from space by their sort of companions. And there's an alien attack on the planet that the people in space aren't informed of. And these are aliens that inhabit this planet, that the people that have been living there and doing their research have sort of been battling and thought that they had gotten rid of them. But it turns out in the last panel there, absolutely haven't. So it sort of kind of picks up right at the end there. So it has these kind of political undertones to everything, but then sort of turns into this, I don't know, Starship Troopers fighting giant bugs on a planet surface, right? So pretty cool. Again, one I would read some more of for sure. And I think they had the first, I don't know, 5 volumes maybe there. I don't even know. Maybe they had all 6 of them, but it sounds like it's kind of 1, 2, 3 missions, and each of them are kind of 2-parters. So makes it a little easier to get into. So another one that's on my list from Cinebook to kind of check out another volume of.
Are you following a channel called Analog Comics?
Yes, I am. So it was him that was talking about it, right?
So he's the guy in Finland who talks about very highly about the series, and he's been finding it difficult for him to get to the Finland land, for him to get all those stuff, especially in English, as he says it. And he has several printings of it, apparently, different productions and stuff like that. So he's the one.
So it was his videos. I thought it was him that was talking about it, because I think he showed like a collection of a bunch of them at one point too, didn't he?
He says, I don't know if I remember clearly, but I think he says that this one is, the further it goes, the better it reads for him. He says it's very solid after a while. I mean, he speaks really highly of it, so you have to rewatch what he says. I can't speak for the man, but yeah, Analog Comics is the channel. He speaks a lot about European albums as well, but also trying difficultly for him to find those English versions. We always find it, especially if you, like he says, also not reading in French and stuff like that, which is very difficult because of the amount of other, productions there is in Europe.
Yeah, it's available in multiple different languages, but English just isn't one of them all the time.
Yeah. It's such a pity. I have 2 actually books. I'll show you. I'll show you first one. You wouldn't have, but I decided to delve into Kirkman's superhero world. Apparently.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Called Terminal. This one is Gatefold, as you call it. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is, of course, quite a gimmicky release. Blindfold bags or whatever you call it.
All the blind bags,
Yeah, blind bags. There you go. So they have, and apparently there's issue like 7 and 10 in those blind bags you can get. So you can, it reveals whatever is ahead of us in the storyline, but
really,
it's just So there's people showing like issue 7 and I think issue 10. So you can go way ahead of it. So there's plenty of it already done. It's a Kirkman, like old school Kirkman, Joe Casey. Andy Kubert is artist in here. and there's going to be David Finch and Arthur Adams. All of them suit each other quite well, especially artistically, so it won't be jarring as an artistic style. So Andy Kubert is doing issue number 1. I don't know what's going to be. So it's introduction of the I don't know if it's a good guy here and a bad. It looks like good guy here, bad guys here. At the beginning, quite confusing. I honestly don't really understand what's going on in here. You have this scene, this beautiful place, and there's a storm happening, and it says British Virgin Islands many years ago. So it's in the past, right? And there's a storm happening, and he goes crazy on him. He's like, what's going on here? And then his eye starts to bleed, and then suddenly you flip through the page, and this is what happens to him. The eyes coming out and is enlarging absolutely crazily. It's almost kind of like East or West. Why? With the eyeballs, East or West has the known fact of that. But apparently Kirkman hates any DC or Marvel comic books. He thinks the superheroes are shit. There's other stories to be told, blah, 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 blah,
Right.
blah. It's a selling point.
And he's telling and now he's doing a superhero book.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Well, maybe he's trying to show what can be done with superheroes. Right. It's quite intense. It's quite graphic. There's lots of blood, girth, chopping heads, and stuff like that. And there's 2 sisters. This one sister who is in plain view. She's waiting for. They don't have parents. Parents died, so she kind of depends on her older sister. But what does old sister do? She's a badass, and the younger child gets involved because she's asking too many questions. There's this guy with the flaming arm comes at her, but sister comes here to save her, and she's like, don't worry, run that way, I'll deal with this douchebag. And what she does to him is he tries to basically strangle him, but he runs away like a coward, and they basically having conversation. And I think it's just like, what are people saying? I kind of have the same kind of principle. She's going into this special island with special people, and her powers will be activated because she's have a force. It's kind of funny in a way. I'm not sure if I'm sold yet, but I'm talking eyeballs, okay? Eyeballs, and eyeballs are talking. So this issue has a lot. It's not bad. Mind-blowing? Nah, because it's superheroes, right? I presume. It's just sometimes it's like too much information, not enough context. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't feel as like I am completely like, oh my god, what's going on here? La 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 la. It has those superhero moments, like, somebody died, you have an umbrella, rain, there's person's face, is really serious. It has those tropes of superhero story, almost like Spider-Man scenes in here, right? Just not Spider-Man in there. So, and the creators who is doing it, they are known for doing superheroes, right? All the artists were doing superheroes. They both Andy Kubert and Joe Casey's writing, and David Finch, and who else again? And Arthur Adams done all of the superhero books, so they're well equipped to do that. But yeah, I thought it's very nicely, like the cover is cover stock is fantastic. It's very hard, so it's nice. It's not a flimsy book. It's whatever. It's the price tag is the same as Absolute. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna just give it a shot. Do I want to go with number 2? I'm not sure now. After reading this, it's not like makes me like that X Factor, which is like like proper superhero book of the Marvel universe, gave me more excitement about the story in one issue when this one gave it to me now. So I'm not sure if I am maybe not demographic for that, but I am enjoying superhero books, so I'm not sure. So far, Kirkman has never been my, like, I read is Invincible. I think he's Invincible run is the best thing I've read what he's written. It's really intense. It's very graphic, and it seems to be that's what he's all about. It's like those graphic scenes. All the artists who's like done it, it's like intense, high pace, velocity, head chops, a lot of blood going on, but background characters development is really good, right? Whereas Walking Dead is not as something I was fully invested because I didn't never started from the beginning, right?
Mm.
When it was released, I wasn't
It
reading
was great.
comics.
I loved Walking Dead. I thought it
Yeah.
was phenomenal because I mean
So
he did that good too. Like the character development in that is part of
yeah,
what makes it so good. Like you really
yeah,
care about the characters, you know.
exactly. So will he do that? If it does that in this comic book, then yes, you can probably go like, "Ooh, it's maybe exciting to go forward." I just feel
Hmm.
like the way they doing it these days now is very gimmicky, and they're
Yeah.
pushing all those shits. And then like, okay, if you put the issue number 10 in the production, so people know way ahead, of course people will be curious and gonna flip through the pages, right? But will I understand? I mean, will that help them to sell more comic books in front? I don't know. Just because
Mm-hmm.
it's Kirkman, is that what we are trying to say as a selling point? You know, everybody's
I
he's
mean,
still
it's an interesting idea that like some
thinking.
people will have a, you know, depending, like you said, depending on what's in those issues,
Yeah,
some people may end up having a different reading experience than other people. I kind of like that
right.
idea that
Yeah,
you've seen something that happens in issue 7,
yeah.
and if it's some sort of halfway reveal, you're now spending 6 issues knowing what's coming, and you're reading the book completely differently, right?
True, true, true.
Looking for clues and things, right?
Well,
So,
it's better. It's better blind bags what Marvel usually do. I
yeah.
mean, Marvel is like there was the one with what the Doomsday something that was absolute shit. Apparently, people like
Mm.
were spending a fortune for getting stupid mask in the fucking blind bag, and that's what they bought. You know, the selling point apparently with the blind bags is to get that sketch cover, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
so did you get the sketch cover? No, it doesn't. It seems to be existing because
Yeah, yeah.
apparently, but just the value of amount of comic books you have to buy, a comic book shop has to buy in order to get that shit. That is overwhelmingly. Nobody speaks
Mhm.
about that, and somebody does explain. Okay, Rasas for Cookman, I think you would really. I started reading Oblivion Song then, and have not finished it.
Mm.
I started. I have it. Do I have it still singles? Do they sell it? I don't remember. But I didn't follow it through. The only one. Oh, he's Die Die Die. Okay, I have not read Die Die Die, but the only one, Invincible, is fantastic. It just
Mhm.
kept me always like I wanted to know what's going on. It just kept going, and it was very dark. And at some point, it's like, wow, that's too much gore, because it's so like a lots of action going on. And funny enough, in animated series, they don't shy away from that gore whatsoever.
Mhm.
They are punching proper, and it's like splattering and splishing all bloody
Fucking people up.
everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So in that sense, that animated series is extremely popular. But if people hasn't read that, I highly recommend reading that. I think it's really, really well done by Kirkman.
Mhm.
I think it's one of the solid stuff I could say by me reading it, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm trying. Clearly, I'm curious. But so far as what I read, it's not something fully, because I don't think there's many issues which came out with number 1. I was completely blown socks off and said, "Oh no! I need to read issue 2." Right? The Absolute Wonder Woman, I did not even pick up from the issue number 1. I
Mhm.
waited it. I picked up Absolute Batman. Why didn't I pick up Absolute Wonder Woman? I don't know. Stupid.
Mhm.
But now, honestly, I read after issue after that, I just completely sold on that. Definitely one I need to get to. I've never heard anyone say that. Yeah, it's intense. It's very high octane actions. It doesn't stop. It doesn't let go. Actually, you think there's like a little bit of like a while the action happens, he develops this character. So it's intriguing in
Mhm.
the same sense, right? It's like probably if I don't know what he as a Kirkman would do for Green Lanterns, but Green Lanterns would need that kind of like octane intensity because they're in space, they're fighting, there's things going on. I think that's will be great. But his work on, and as I say, I was very skeptical, and I was reading it not in single issues, I was reading in digital, and I couldn't let go. I was like, one issue was like, oh, it's finished, so I'm gonna flip another one. It's like I couldn't stop.
Mhm.
It was just so nice. But it
Mhm.
was kind of periodical with that, and I was sold straight away after that. And
Yeah.
I no wonder people are buying those compendiums. Apparently people love those compendiums because it's easier on your hands and it's so fast you don't even have time to flip pages. Apparently I heard
Right.
that kind of thing. So yeah, it's intriguing.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, and then the best art of the weeks is this one. You have
I
your
mean, is it the best start of the week after you showed like a Mobius comic and we looked at
oh,
some
I
Herman
mean,
and
one so a single comic format, then definitely it is the best one
mm-hmm.
for me. I mean, I
Yeah.
miss this. I did you giggle when he tried to open the bottle?
Um, honestly,
Yeah,
I didn't. I
no,
don't know how much I like this one.
you really don't like it?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting a little bit of
Uh,
Darrow burnout.
oh,
One of the
really?
things that I'm really getting burnt out on is
Yeah.
something that Jim Rugg used to kind of comment on
Uh,
browns and the reds and things.
oh,
I'm really
mm,
getting tired of seeing desert shit from him
yeah.
as kind of, again, like he's a fucking fantastic artist. I can barely draw a straight line. So let's just
Yes.
get that out of the way.
Yeah.
But I just find, I don't know, I don't know what I thought of this one. I really don't. I read it, I enjoyed it enough. It was fun to look at, like, like
Mhm.
some of these dense pages here, like there's also a bunch of small panels on it, but then each
Yes.
panel is so fucking chocked full of stuff. It's goddamn impressive. There's no doubt about it. I just don't know if I enjoyed this issue, to be honest with you. It
Uh-huh.
didn't kind of, I don't know, it didn't hit me as much as it's great to see Darrow working again.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, what do you think? What do you think?
Well, I know why you don't like he changed his colorist. So
Right.
Ian Herring is doing the colors. This is
Yeah.
the colors. If you remember, the first Shaolin Cowboy came out in with those Wachowski brothers imprint, right?
Hmm.
And there is art of more brown than what it is. With what's the previous artist was? Oh, I forgot. Stewart.
Yeah.
His colors are brighter,
Yeah.
much more less intense browns, more variety
More.
of hues. And I
Right.
think Darrow needs, if you, like it's very brown. I must admit, and it's kind of shockingly to see more of this too much browns. I think you needed more blues in here. Like even the bloody
Hmm.
sky, in some moments there was like the too much brown in the sky either, and the blues
Yeah.
and the blue it wasn't blue enough. So I think it's the colorist what maybe might not do the justice on Darrow's part, like work, and I think he's very depending on that.
I mean, I think, you saying that and then looking at this page right here,
Yeah,
it all
yeah,
feels pretty muted. It feels like there's like a
yeah.
softness over all of it. Like none of the colors sort of
Pop.
stand out in any
Yeah,
sort of way. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah, everything seems to exist on like one plane, like the
Uh-huh.
car in the foreground versus the
Yeah,
background and things. There's not much separation, right? So,
yeah. I I I I had a giggle when he tried to open because knowing in how good of a how good of a fighting skills this dude has, but he cannot
yeah.
open a plastic bottle. I was like,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah.
heck is doing? Anyway, so I enjoyed that gimmick of the thing, and then she chops it open, and he's keeps telling me he has this words where he says like to calm himself down, which is
Mhm.
fantastic. It is funny for me also. So the story of the message he gets in the bottle. He's talking about this African, and it's actually what happens to South Africans these days which going to America because they think they're having a white genocide. It's actually happening right now in this day. So I found it really kind of pertinent. And his
Yeah.
name of this guy, actually, my husband's mom's name is Merle as well. So I had a giggle on that point because Merle is the between you can be female or male name given in South Africa as well. So in
Right,
that sense,
right.
like it gave me those kind of other points. I miss Darrow, to be honest. I really like Shaolin Cowboy. It is still has this own twists and turns as what Darrow is always have done. He never shies away from anything like with
Mhm.
those panels and pages. So I don't know, I'm not sure if the story is clicking with me at all, but his art is always what I really like. The scene when he takes the guy through the truck's window.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
fantastic, and
Yeah.
it's just I cannot stop but admire. But I think he does depend. I don't know if I'm sold with this art color.
Yeah,
The
I mean, looking at it as you're talking, I think that's exactly what it is. Like even where this motherfucker's going through the glass here,
Yeah,
even the glass has like this orange and brown to it. Like
exactly.
again, it doesn't separate, it doesn't stand out
Yeah.
like it would have in the past. So I think you're probably onto something that
Uh,
maybe this isn't the colorist for him. I wonder what happened to Dave Stewart. Did he just get sick of like I'm not fucking coloring 17 dogs in every fucking panel anymore. Like I can't
yeah.
do it.
Mm. Even the scene where he's in canyons and Charlotte Harbour is there, you barely can see him. I mean, you
Yeah,
have to really look, right?
right.
And that kind of, because of his such an intense, detailed artwork, you need separation of
Yeah,
every single character has to have its own personality. That's how the life works. But when you
yeah.
have this in, and it doesn't stop, that's the thing, there's no break in color scheme, even
Hmm.
though city is still almost the same, like hues and stuff like that. And I think, isn't it what happened to when he did the Frank Miller work? What is it called? That guy, that album three.
The hard boiled or whatever it is.
Yeah, and I think that wasn't it reprinted our version? They saying that they changed the color scheme into it, and they weren't looking this as lovely as it was originally printed.
All
I
right,
don't
I
know.
didn't hear that, but yeah,
So
okay.
I remember something on that, and I think that's what it is. I think when Dave Stewart works with him, it looks fantastic. I mean, his work is
Right.
already fantastic, and I think honestly, in black and white, it would be less nitpicky than what it is now in color, because
Yeah, yeah,
it's the colors which not really helps your eyes, right? It makes you
yeah,
tired, right? Because his art is already tired, and
yeah.
and no, it's true though.
Yeah.
Panels are busy. I mean, every did
Yeah,
I
no, for sure
really
they are. Yeah, yeah.
when he went to that cats and hats shop and
Yes.
he stood on a shit. Everything's brown, man. He never stopped
Yeah,
being
right.
brown. And
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
more brown, okay, and it's stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like so, I think it's not great for him. I really like him. I'm still gonna pick it up each issue.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, I'm absolutely gonna still pick it up. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yes.
yeah, and it's just
It's an easy yes.
I just need I need some, yeah. I mean, I wasn't as nitpicky. I really like, honestly, these scenes with the leaf. It's one of my
Hmm.
favorite couple of
Yeah,
pages of this, because it went this,
yeah.
this, and the leaf just follows, right? And it follows exactly where the story gonna continue, and him sitting on the bloody branch, and because of the leaf, it cracks and he falls down on the bottle, right? That's
Hmm.
just it's just typical Darrow, and I really do
Hmm.
enjoy his panel selection stuff. So yeah, but I can understand. And now even talking about it's like, geez, that's a lot of browns.
Yeah.
Even for me, it's too much brown,
Well,
man.
but the thing is, it's been in the past few series, right? Like ever
That
since
brown?
he's fighting zombies in the yeah. I mean, there's
All
been a
right.
lot of desert stuff. There's been a lot of fucking browns
Wait,
in
look
his
at that.
comics. Like there's been a lot. It just really stood out to me this time. Like, ah, fuck, here we are in the goddamn desert again. I mean, maybe not going back to like the Burly Man stuff. I haven't looked at those in a long time, but the past few Dark Horse ones for sure.
Shit, man.
Yeah, there you go. Page one. Okay, yeah, there you go. In the desert. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Brown and blue. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because there's some series where it's all in the fucking desert. I'm sure the one where it was like 2 issues of him just fighting zombies,
Dude,
not only was the landscape brown, the fucking zombies were brown.
that horse was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, that early stuff, yeah. I just
Wait,
remember
wait.
fondly finding that stuff on the shelf and going, who the fuck is this guy? This is incredible. Because that was before I knew anything about him.
So apparently he's over. Pete Doherty is doing colors and letters on this
Mhm,
one.
mhm.
Wait. Let me see. Do I have the other ones, or is this just the? Oh, there you go. Now we're doing Stewart, eh? Stewart. Let's see what we
See
say.
what page one is.
So Stewart, right?
Uh-huh. Browns.
No,
That'd
no.
be so great if it was page one, desert. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. More blues there though. That's a lot of blue.
Yeah, exactly. Look at
Yeah, I
look
mean
at
it
that bloody
and
stones.
he pops out a lot more, right? Like he
Exactly.
really pops out.
They look at that.
Yeah.
This is the scene with the chainsaw massacre.
Yeah.
Wait, where's it? Oh yeah, that's he's gonna go after zombies. There you go.
Yeah,
Uh,
brown zombies. Yeah.
it is brown, but it's brown everywhere as well. Look.
Yeah.
There is actually they came. Do you know that they had a action figure of that chainsaw?
Yeah, I did see something probably
But look,
online.
look at that. It's different. There's no space, no desert.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's a ship in space under watchful and caring eye of a NSA public access satellite Genie 666. Yeah, so he has some other colors. There's Stewart, but it's still kind of as browns like this too. But look at
Yeah.
you can see him and everyone else, right, in the foreground.
That's right.
And that's the difference, right? When you,
Yeah.
as I say, a colorist is a vital part of the artist's work.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I was so pleased because I finally found all. I actually put my Shaolin combos in one place.
Amazing.
So that's why.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah, because I was panicking because this series, it took me so heck long to get. It's not always were available in that time because of this production, and that's the another one which I never got hold of it. It's a shame, but I always wanted Doc Frankenstein.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
I've never
remember. Hold that up again.
because
Yeah, I
it's Jeff.
remember. I think I might have gotten one of the issues when I bought this, but it's long gone.
Yeah, look,
Yeah, cool.
co-created by Jeff Darrow and Steve Scores.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted it as well because it's Jeff Darrow work, which I don't own, and Wachowski's brothers, of course. But it's Steve Scores is who done the work in there. Darrow's name is just because it's helping them to create stuff and shit. But yeah, that's the another one which I never was able to get hold of. I was very pleased to get hold of Shaolin Cowboy. I was very, very happy with that. Even put it in the Mylar because that's how much I like the comic.
Yeah.
It pops, huh?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, those ones like Darrow's going to be one of those names in the future, right? So those ones being the first Shaolin Cowboy stuff, or like the first mini series anyway, even though he appeared earlier, but whatever. I think those will probably retain some sort of value.
Yeah. As I say, I'm enjoying. I mean, it wasn't like, but yeah, location change would be nice, right?
Yeah, it would be
no
nice.
way I wouldn't mind him to be because it's so monk, always monk. Tibetan mountains. I would accept him to be in there, right, and see what he's up to there. So
Shaolin Cowboy in outer space. Let's get him in outer space
or outer space. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I really like that he's wearing the hat though.
Yeah,
I like the hats, and I like the choice of the hats. The man.
An alternate dimension, that would be good too.
Yeah.
Like really just go fucking crazy with Shaolin Cowboy.
Yeah. I'm just glad he's doing it still. He's kicking.
Yeah, so am I. I'm also glad I had to get the David Mack cover.
David Mack is doing fantastic covers, man. Shit.
Really great stuff. Yeah, that one's it's so good.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, that's all that I really read.
Yeah, me too. I have as I say, I have the Turtles, and oh yeah, I'm taking my time because I haven't read this one because I haven't heard anything about Usagi at all. So this is the last issue already out, and I haven't read it yet. I'm keeping it for like the day I want. So basically, I'm gonna have a special reading session of 300 issue special, issue number 20, and then I'm gonna read Kato, which is the end of the storyline. And of course, there's also a collected edition of this coming out. So
excellent.
People wants to read it.
I don't have issues 1 and 2, so I've got 3, 4, and then I'll get this last one.
Yeah. So yeah, if you get it, we can talk about.
Get the last. Hopefully.
Yeah. And then to the Turtles, we'll see what's gonna be about it.
Yeah, I'm on issue number 19. I'm halfway through issue number 19 right now. So
they had blind bags for this as well.
Yeah, Blind bags are the fucking thing right now. Hey, it's
Yeah.
just mental.
I want to see. I've not even flipped it through yet. No, it's still the same. There's
Oh,
no other people for this
right.
300th issue special. Still the same
The other
artist.
thing I picked up
Go
that I
on.
haven't read yet. I didn't realize I was one behind the
Oh,
well the
metal.
latest, I guess. So issue 4 of Metal Hurlant, like another 280 pages. It's got a Jack Tardy story in here that's previously unpublished, and they
Oh,
published the whole thing in here. So
oh
there's kind of
shit.
a sample of that, right? So, and then the next issue number 5, is coming out soon as well, too. So I don't know, man. This is like, yeah, issue number 4. It's so fucking good. I almost bought a subscription to it, but I
Oh, is
just
it?
can't really afford to subscribe to it. You can do
Mm.
like 4 issues or whatever and make sure you get it. It doesn't actually save any money, and it's been
Yeah.
really easy for me to get the individual issues. So I figured, I'll support my store instead of supporting the company right there. So they are going on with it, which was a surprise to me. I thought with everything going on with humanoids and things, even though that's, I guess, just a specific part of their company, I thought it was going to affect this as well too. So I'm glad it's not, because it's so goddamn good.
Oh. So there is a
Uh,
special at the back on the issue 20 of Turtles where there is artist who has done Turtles before.
oh, cool.
So there's this guy. Then there's some animated versions of the Turtles.
Sweet.
And then black and white tees.
Oh, nice. Huh.
And then
Yeah, I haven't even flipped through the issue yet.
la la.
That's cool.
That is nice, eh? Love that
Uh-huh.
one. Yeah, so creators who has been working on it seems to be
Nice.
right at the back. Yeah, and that's it. A couple of them, and of course they continue the story. I think that's the last story they're gonna write. I think the creative team.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm so glad that they're keeping it going, though. That's great.
Yes, and they also gonna copy Marvel and DC of doing the Mirage years, original years. I think I might try it because it says $13.99.
Oh,
So it's cheap. So it's gonna be is it compact, like compact whatever people do? Yeah. Yeah.
so they're going to do the smaller book size of them?
Collecting
Is
the
that what you're saying?
first yeah. The comic that built over 500 pages only for $13.99. Every teen event
Wow.
starts here. So collecting the first 10 groundbreaking issues plus the legendary micro series one shots in one pocket-sized collection.
Huh. That's an interesting idea. For that's fucking cheap. Hold on a sec.
So that's gonna be mine. Probably.
Wow.
I'm gonna double dip it on that one. $13.99. I mean, for God's sake, I have to. It's Turtles. I love Turtles. Why wouldn't I?
Totally.
And that
that early stuff is just so goddamn good.
Exactly. So I don't, I have it. Look, I have the Turtles. I keep saying.
Yeah.
I have many of them, but it doesn't sound like I want to, because I don't have those. I don't collect micro series. I never did. So those kind of stuff maybe will be what I really want because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then where else? Yeah, that's the only. I don't know what the heck is that. What is that? Are they making a movie?
Last Ronin.
Yeah.
Paramount. I have no idea. Oh fuck! Hey, yeah, I guess they are.
Oh wait, it's a game.
Does it say in development?
Yeah, game in development.
Oh, game. Yeah, okay. So doing a video game.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
which then eventually they'll turn into a movie.
Well,
it seems like that's what they're doing with video games now.
They came out with a series before, like those. Last Ronin came out as a special edition, but they have a couple of them. So maybe they want to do it. I don't know. More.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, but I'm still enjoying Turtles anyway. So.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. Dan and Gary and Paulo, of course, the foreign correspondent, gives us insight into the world of smut and its impacts across the globe. Much appreciated.
Oh
And
yes.
good to see you all. We won't be back this Sunday. So this Sunday is a comic book show, and our buddy 420 and I might be sharing a table. I've just got to get my shit together and actually
Oh,
price the comics that I have for sale. So
oh,
Sunday I'll be at a mini comic convention. Fingers crossed.
oh! You're
My
making.
plan
Are you
is to
gonna
kind
make
of get
some?
that sorted tomorrow.
You're gonna make some smackaroos?
I mean, we'll see. The bunch of weird shit that I'm going to have in my box. We'll see if anybody buys any of it. But I figure it's worth a shot, especially sharing a table. Then the buy-in is a lot less. I think I've got like 3 short boxes, maybe 4 short boxes. So it's
Ah,
not like I'm going to take up a big footprint either. So it's a
cool.
good way to just try it out. I'll bring some
Mm,
Athena's Keep there as well too. I might have like a convention price on it instead of the cover price. We'll see.
yeah.
Yeah, to start getting it out there and just see if I can get rid of some of the stuff I've got out there, because I need to keep moving stuff out the door. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll be
Cool.
around at some point because I've got some time off, and we'll try to do, I don't know, maybe we'll do midweek chats. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all.
Cool.
Cool.
Right on, everybody. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Hey Terrence, catch my top 20. Yes, I saw it come across my feed, Gary. It's your
Mm.
last. It's the last one, isn't it? I think from Gary's been doing a series of videos where he talks about his
Oh,
choices for the canon, not canon, for the Capes book where they did the top 100 superhero comics of all
oh.
time. Gary's been doing videos going over his picks. So
Mm.
subscribe to Gary Usher as well too, and check out his vids.
Mm.
Okay, everybody, peace out.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Later.
Bye.